Could be an aggressive squeeze into 14.5. Here we go. It's already showing 1437, 1450. The breakout is on now on SDOT. Watch for the clearing of 15. There have been no closing prints above 15 on the day, with the high of day 1546. I do apologize. I don't know where the ticker went on this. I swear I put it in earlier. I'm talking about SDOT. Great look there, breaking back into 14.5, but that has been a repeat offender area as well. Some other names that we were involved in today, all really kind of breaking down. ABCL broke down. SLS still trading near highs. And then HKIT also broke below the volume weighted average price. I'll submit to you CRIS, not too bad. I was holding this one the majority of the afternoon. And look, it's still holding above the volume weighted average price. It's got 33 penny support where VWAP is. It's putting in a bull flag pattern, assassino, with a 38 penny high, but we are putting in lower highs here locally. So be alive to that. Wait for a trend break before trying to take this one long. Before we go to Neil and Joey for the afternoon show, we're going to mosey on up to Adara with news.
I'm still speaking, guys. Just be aware. Also be aware of Cerberus, CBRS. This name is still near intraday highs. Actually, a great bounce for this stock after falling earlier this week. Apparently, during that OpenAI ChatGPT 5.6 announcement about an hour ago, the company also announced that their flagship model Sol will be on Cerberus at 750 tokens per second. Now, apparently, as I mentioned, this was already announced, but circulating in social media now. So again, CBRS and watch users on social media pointing out that this flagship OpenAI GPT 5.6 model running on CBRS. Back to you.
Or back to us. Back to Joe, because Joe's been here all day, every day. It is Friday. It's Friday afternoon.
It's Friday.
Those that know what this is for. Shout out to Jeff Mendel at the OTC.
Have you already?
OTC.
Have you already?
What do you mean, have I already what?
Whatever. I was just asking. Did you use that? Did you use
no, I haven't used it yet. Oh, it's in the fridge. I've done my part. I've done my part.
What did you get?
But I'm just gonna throw it out there.
What'd you get?
No pizza's been ordered yet.
What'd you get?
So remember,
so you guys talking big game in the chat here about pizza?
What
no one
game?
ordered the pizza yet?
I'm not talking any big game. I said specifically, we want to thank you guys for the super chats and the whole beer pizza on Friday thing.
We got lasagna.
That being said, I said after market, I go, look, I go for a walk every single day in the middle. I'll go grab the beers. Someone order the pizza and figure out what they want to do. I go, it's all good. Just save the receipt, right?
Yeah.
So I do my part. Because it was specifically requested in the chat, someone had said green bottle. I'm like, okay. And when I said that after, I was like, we got some options we could do. And Sia specifically wanted Heineken. So some Heineken, but the other one I chose Peroni.
Peroni's a good one. A nice lager, man.
You guys really want me picking up pizza while I'm supposed to be listening to Trump? With my luck, I go and he announces something crazy. I do not think I should be the one.
No, we don't need the pizza.
No one's voting for Adara.
We don't need the pizza anyway.
No one's voting.
Vote for Joe.
Everyone should vote for Fabian.
What are you?
I don't know.
No, I'm not saying what's a Fabian.
But
I was literally just looking at fuel cell. I wanted to get
Joe. Joe's literally on.
I know, exactly. That was a horrible call. I didn't want to say anything.
That's so ridiculous. You guys
are putting a poll up there?
You guys are wrong. Joe has literally been on air the entirety of the day. That is just, that's wrong.
I'm going to stop being so nice, man.
Pretty much.
Well, what had happened was Adara is, that is true as well.
What happened? What did Adara just say?
Well, Adara's on all day too.
For the most part, at one break. But I also get here at 6:45 a.m.
You know what's crazy? It's like, see, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You would think that in the year 2026, with all this time and all of this technology, there would be some mechanism by which, if you wanted pizza, you could just maybe pick up this device that we have, all of us in our hands, and you could maybe type some things on it, or you could hit a button and talk to somebody, and then what you desire could come to you in a reasonable amount of time. It's almost as if that would be perfect in this situation.
Who constructed this poll? Was it Ramin? Is it still up there? Where's it at, man?
Unbelievable.
How many votes do I have now?
Unbelievable.
I got 22.
22 votes? Stop voting for Joe, people.
23 now.
Why is this so difficult? Whatever, man.
Yeah, I thought we were cool.
Whatever, man. We got some beers, and I'm not. And if I have to, we're not gonna end up waiting for the pizza because
We're not getting pizzas, bro. We had lasagna for
you had lasagna for lunch.
You didn't eat it?
No. So what? I actually forgot about this. I didn't remember that I'm on like a no cheese request on the lunches.
Oh, I was gonna say a no cheese diet.
So basically, what happens is when they do like lasagna or whatever. Yeah, I don't get, and the no tilapia I'm also
I
on
started
as well.
that no tilapia.
So then I don't get the lasagna. I don't get but I got delicious salmon, which was good.
What?
All right, so it was absolutely delicious. I promise you, it was better than what you had. But anyways, back onto the market. It's pretty slow. It's Friday. I'm surprised as anybody that Cerberus is doing this. The issue price was 185. I feel like I'm contractually obligated to short this at 185. Like, look at how this fell apart at 185 yesterday. So the IPO issue price is 85. That's where it's headed. That's what's on my mind right now is this stock paid for locates. So if this gets up there, I'll look for some kind of a trend break on CBRS. But yeah, that's pretty much the one I'm looking at with a somewhat slow, light volume afternoon. It is MSCI. There's some rebalancing going on. So there's some Russell stuff today. There's some MSCI stuff at the end of the month. So we could see some action at the close. Adara.
Beware here, guys. I have more details here on this framework that was signed between the U.S., Israel, and Lebanon today. According to an Israeli official, the framework includes Israel maintaining a security zone in Lebanon, which we know from Israeli officials. That was something that they really wanted in the deal. The IDF will also be retaining operational freedom within the security zone. So if we get more details, I'll let you know. But again, as we heard earlier, the agreement's signed. That's just a little bit more details on the agreement. Again, according to the Israeli officials. Back to you.
Thanks, Adara. What's so funny?
Nothing, man.
Well, something's funny. You're laughing. You got to say something. I know. You got to let me in on the
If
joke.
you guys haven't realized yet, I'm just a giggly individual who's always laughing.
A giggly individual.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You can
Right? That's just if I find things funny. Yeah, I don't have that. If you can hit it there, that's just.
I don't have the haha button.
You don't have it.
Nobody has the haha button.
I'm long F-cell. I was thinking about getting involved with some TQs here and some NVDA. We'll hit the bra. That's equally as fair.
I don't have anything else.
We're just dabbling in a little bit of fuel cells. We're holding above the volume weighted average price. Maybe we get a grind and a second leg higher. And this name was strong bright and early this morning, right? Right out of the gate, that 5-minute time frame, off to the races that you go to the tune of 20%, almost 25% at the highs. So things started to cool down a little bit, but a strong uptick here and there. That just makes me like, I'd rather go to the long side. I didn't get the best entry price. What happened here? I'll pull it up on my chart actually, just so you guys can see it a little bit closer. NVDA heading towards the high of the day. Let's see if NVDA can go towards the high of the day. Xcel. Pull this bad boy up for you, ladies and gentlemen, back home, and we'll take a little bit deeper of a look. I want to get at the lower end of the range, but again, we start really, really small. As long as we hold up 2350, then we're going to be green light to go. And then I'm looking for the second leg. So you get 23%, some strong tape price action. This is just a pullback in my opinion, but when we get into the nitty gritty and into the detail, you can see that I wanted going here. As I'm looking at it and preparing my order, boom, off to the races it went, Neil. I don't know what happened there. So right now I don't have the best price, about 24.39, a little bit of a chase on my behalf. I will post up at 24.15s to add a little bit more size on this.
What was the news? Was there news? There was news on Xcel this morning. Again.
I think there was, yeah.
I'm sure there was something. It was.
I can pull it up for you here.
Yeah, they got an upgrade. Is that all? Was it just the Jeffries upgrade?
Yeah, Jeffries upgrade from $16 to $24.
Okay, so yeah, upgrade for fuel. So strong day for them. But the other thing, okay, well I mentioned Cerberus is on the mind. Maybe BlackBerry VWAP, which BlackBerry never got to VWAP for those that are watching this morning. I left an order when I went on the walk, and it never really came in. Look at it hold the line at $11. So maybe just like take a shot long off 11 if I can get something underneath 11.05, give it a relatively tight stop. That could be something for this afternoon. But also DRAM is starting to give it up.
Oh.
So DRAM, it's back to underneath the prior day low, but it's holding VWAP. So I don't like the short at VWAP. I like it under, or unless I can get something like a pop and fade at a lower high. So that'll be on the look as well for me this afternoon. We got a super chat. What do we got here? Let's get into some stuff. The Oracle of Toronto. That'll work. Can we look at the Oracle chart? We certainly can. Now, I have to, Adara just, see how her head just popped? She's, ooh. Well, Adara's probably going to say short it. I'm going to say it's a short till it's not. I don't know what is going to cause this to get a bid. Right now, you've got trend to 135. To the extent that there are any concerns about AI and our hyperscaler spend, to the extent that there are any concerns when it comes to ultimately needing big companies needing to raise money and going to the debt markets. If you have fears in that, then I feel like Oracle is the vehicle with which people are expressing those fears. Bit of a boring inside day, but look, when you're in a downtrend, the thing that you don't want to see if you're looking for a bounce is when you take another step down, it's like the next step rejected. Like, look at how clean it's just respecting that prior high and then back lower. So it's trend down till it's not. This might even be a flat bottom break next week, 149. But other than that, it's a pretty boring stock today. I wouldn't be touching it. You short the bottom, nah, and the resistance already came in and gave you your one chance. Adara.
Yeah, actually, I want to talk about Oracle a little bit, if I may. So intraday, I would not touch this. It looks kind of like a no man's zone. But on the weekly, I've been actually thinking about this because I know we might do like another round of these stock picks for the year in June. And I would still be saying short Oracle. I'm not letting go of that pick. When we pick the new stocks, I'm still picking Oracle. But there's something really interesting I noted. So on the weekly here, and of course in the daily, they had that 350 all-time high touch and dump. Then we get the 250 rejection on the weekly more recently. So this 250 rejection is like clean. So for me, my mental stop on this, like, you know, if we were trading this through money, it'd be around 255. I'd give it a bit of a buffer. But I think if we get above that 250, maybe that's a bit of a technical bounce. And from a fundamental perspective, Neil, Joe, Super Chat, AL, I honestly, I don't really know what catalyst fixes this here. We got the infrastructure revenue beat, which I said was going to be something I'd be watching. But it was so slam the margin by which they beat that I don't even really think that's a difference maker. Oh, thank you for the super chat. The Oracle of Toronto. Thank you, Adara. People say you look just like me. Well, that's very kind. I hope you're having a good day. And thank you for the super chat and allowing me to opine about my favorite stock.
Going on here.
Oh, is it one of those?
I see what's going on.
Adara, I'm going to send it to you.
No, just put it on show it up.
It's not bad. It's Adara. Okay. I'll let her. She can make the decision if she wants to pull it up. Pull it up. I know you don't, but I think it's actually pretty funny. Let's see what you think here. I send it to you.
Gotta okay.
I'll let her decide if she wants to or not. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty funny. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. You want to pull my screen up here, Assassino. I think I don't know.
Can we zoom that?
Yeah, I mean, we can zoom in on that. For some reason, I think I just have this hunch that Ramin's behind some of this stuff here. I don't know what it is.
Oh, like all those accounts are Ramin?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
You know what? I could believe that.
Like, right? Like, if you had a suspect lineup and Ramin was on there, you wouldn't. I would.
She'd be the first suspect on the show.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, hey, there it is. Oh, who's that handsome devil right there?
Why are we zooming that part in?
I don't know. It's all zoomed in at the end of the day. But yeah.
Weren't we supposed to be zooming in the thing where it's
we went to the
show?
Adara one, but then it zoomed out for some reason. So.
All right.
It is what it is.
What's interesting is as the market pulls back in here, guess who is bouncing and guess who is strong?
Who?
It is AAPL, otherwise known as Apple. So 2 points today, and maybe it's the one finally breaking out. At least it looks like it's the one finally breaking out. But with the market heading back in, I don't know. I want to be a little bit. Remember yesterday? Hopefully you do, because it wasn't that long ago. When Microsoft and the IGV names did a very similar, hey, nothing's really happening, but they just went into an uptrend, and it was exactly what you didn't want to do was try the continuation, because once it stopped, it was a pretty nasty turn. That's kind of what I'm feeling about that. So I'll stick with BlackBerry and Cerberus, at least for now. Cerberus has this going on, and I'm not on my trend line because I don't know why I was on the other tool. See that? Like the pullback, new trend, could be breaking it here, so I'm very close to wanting that one short. And yes, this is definitely true. August plays. There is the GOAT. We wouldn't make it without her. Truer words have never been said. I would give that I wish I had 4 thumbs so I could give it 4 thumbs.
Over here is 4 thumbs.
Thank
now we
you,
can.
person, for the super chat. That is really kind. I can't read the name from here. I have terrible eyes.
Augustus Plays.
Augustus Blaze, thank you so much,
78,
everyone, for helping me with the name. And thank you, Augustus Blaze, for the super chat and for the very kind words. I'm so happy to be part of this community, and I'm so grateful to everybody in this community for making it what it is.
Yeah.
The best trading community out there, 100%. And don't worry, T-Rex, we got all the Chappelle references. That's what we're all about around here. Because it's one of the greatest comedy shows of all time.
It is, man.
One of the best.
The Mad Real World.
There's
The Mad Real World is
Chappelle Show,
is my
legendary.
Yeah, I'm not sweating.
Early SNL, don't sleep on Mad TV, but In Living Color, In Living Color was that one.
Yes.
In Living Color, if you know, you know. Judy with the, what?
With the, yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't be here without Sherry.
Sharif.
Sharif? Sharif? Sharif?
Yeah,
Thank you.
this one has an infinity here. Let's pull up
Sure.
this individual here. We'll go over to the channel. Judy, this is
what?
This is Sharif's #1.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right, now I'm remembering this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out Judy. I like the eyebrows though. They look pretty good. That's my style. That's my type for sure. All right, man. Let's see what we got going on. I posted up at 24s here on F, so I don't know why I'm locked in on what's going on here with my screen as we are hella zoomed in. Other than that, guys, $24 is where we're going to post up at. You can see that there's a clear support level on this name, ladies and gentlemen. So 23.5% to the top side. Not too bad. NASDAQ starting to slide a little bit here. NVDA pretty choppy, if you ask me today, Neil. We had the high of around $195, but we're right back at that base of $194. All right, so we had those strong upticks where I thought we'd find some momentum and maybe we can find a bounce off the daily, but it's such a small bounce in the bigger picture. So, I mean, a slight breath within the selling pressure might give some individuals to get out, or if you're looking to buy some more, I think that could be a good opportunity to do so. Right now, my hyper focus on some of the names that have been stronger today, and that's Xcel, up 23%. We like this one. We're talking about the Jefferies upgrade price target increase to $24. That's up from $16 this morning. So not a horrible look whatsoever. Now you just need to be able to find some form of continuation. Bitcoin's still hovering around the highs here, Neil. We're just off of them, and there's a descending wedge starting to form. I have the strong hunch this is going to be a shelf, so I like a short play here in Bitcoin as well. So I'm going to get involved in some Bitcoin to the south side.
Yeah, IBIT's been struggling.
Yeah.
No question about it. So Cerebrus just pulled that little trend break. So we're into that. Oh, BlackBerry is, it's making its move into 11. Maybe I should have waited for VWAP, but snagged 6s here. I said I would get 5s or lower, but it kind of stalled for a second at 6, so that kind of got me in. But if we lose 11, which has been a hard bottom here, I'll probably just get out and wait for VWAP. Just try to keep it relatively simple. We have another super chat. Super chats are flowing. Flow.
Yeah, they are flowing today.
Satyam? ADUR up 10% today. Have been in since $6. Holla. And of course, as usual, I don't want blue ocean when I bring up this stock for the first time. The one thing we always say is, I'll say congratulations on any stock, but this is something that most traders will look at. And if you're a day trader, if you're looking short term, when you're this kind of volume, it's obviously like a no, 450,000 shares. Like this type of a stock, maybe you can invest, swing trade, like that kind of a thing, but not active, big spread. Like nobody should really be trying to actively trade something like this is pointless because like you can't really get filled with any reasonable semblance. But hey, you're in an uptrend. I can sort of see what you're doing here with like the $6 level. Kind of seems like this high and then a breakout, and then you're just sort of riding the wave. Yeah, when you got an uptrend, the trend is your friend till the end when it bends. Like whenever you find a stock that with a good technical setup and you just get to be able to be along for the ride, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's nothing that I'm going to be involved in whatsoever. What is going on in DRAM here? It must be Micron. Yeah, Micron is giving up the ghost a little bit here. Micron just lost 11.5. I have DRAM up in one of my charts. I just saw this on DRAM. I'm like, yeah, Micron is really giving up the ghost. down 5%. Though, let's be real, Micron was up a boat yesterday, and we're still above the morning lows. So morning lows from the open, 11:30. I mean, pre-market, it was all the way down here at 11:18. But that little bit of weakness coming into Micron, yikes. Is it really not?
Yeah.
The buyers are not sustaining the way they did, obviously, yesterday. It was like, as much as it was down, it was mostly just buying on the remaining volume later in the session. So, yeah, not a great day here for Micron and DRAM.
No, you answered the question obviously there, Neil. I don't think it's over. You just understand, like I get the fact that things don't look very bright here today.
Looking over my shoulder.
But don't forget, it's just one selling session. Will it take a little bit longer? Could this be a change within the bigger picture? Temporarily, I just believe that this is going to continue for maybe the next 6 to 8 months. I could be totally wrong at the same time, but you go on these massive percentage returns. Eventually, you're going to find some form of a pullback. Can you call a top at this point? With those numbers, it's funny to think that would be the case, but where have we seen something like this before? Neil, it's in NVDA's earnings, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't think that's going to be the same thing, especially when there's supply constraints. You're down 8% here in SanDisk. Western Digital getting hit pretty heavy. If you head over to the daily, what more could you ask for? Like, this is what stocks do, right? They go up and then they come back down, sometimes a little bit more aggressive than what you're anticipating to do. But as soon as you hit bear market territory off of the high, 20%, maybe you want to offload a little bit of inventory, sit on that cash because you already have the privilege to buy it at a lower price. If you're getting out at that 20% down, it's 7%. So, for example, you have $10,000 to deploy in a specific name. You grab $1,000 here, you grab $500 here, you grab another $250, another $1,000, and to the point where you fully allocate it. And if you're patient enough, within the span of maybe a couple of months or a little bit less, maybe even a little bit longer. Don't forget, things take significantly longer than what we anticipate within the stock market, and tend to happen quicker than what we anticipate as well too. So just be patient. I don't think this is the end of the story. And you know what's really going to be a teller of this, Neil? We're rolling into earnings season. We already have Micron reporting. The numbers were fantastic. If the hyperscalers numbers are equally as good, then I think the narrative is going to stay the same. There's a couple of things that we want to keep an eye out for. Google raising cash, right? You have Amazon depleting their free cash flow to the tune of 75 to 85% of their free cash flow. But at the end of the day, you're starting to see a return within those two hyperscalers themselves. Meta and Microsoft are, I think, a little bit different stories, but cloud growth is still in the double digits. Let's not throw that under the table or forget about it. Google Cloud growing, Azure still growing, and so is Amazon Web Service. They're still growing at phenomenal rates. You may see a slight downtick, but at least they're still growing.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. At least they are still growing. I think ultimately, you know, we are early enough potentially in this that people's worries should be assoaged. But
I think, you know what I'm going to do over the weekend?
I just think there's still a kernel out there that would suggest, okay, well, maybe there still can be like a large correction at this point in the cycle too.
Yeah.
I still think
sure,
that
man.
can happen. Like, I'm not all in thinking that was the truth. If that was the truth, we'd be selling everything. But I think that's the reason for looking for little rotations.
You know what I'm going to do, Neil, over the weekend is I'm going to see how many permits have been put out for, see if I can find it, for data centers. How many of them have broken ground, right? And how many of them are in the pipeline. So I'm going to take a look to see, because I think that'll be a massive teller where we can head in the near future.
I tend to agree with you on that one. Like, it's the second we see some slowing, people are going to freak out a little bit, and that could be a little bit of a problem. Sorry, I just saw the super chat. I was about to go over the two trades, and then we'll throw the super chat up, and I'll just get into this. Someone said, Neil, it's getting to your target area, the 185. So for the record, CBRS, come to my chart for a second. CBRS, this trend break short is to the high, right? Like, that's the rule. That's how I play. It's to give it to there, profit to there. That's the idea. Like, if it gets to 85, that's just a separate trade. if it gets up to 185. Like, I'd rather take 2 shots on it, like, not try to meld it into one thing by like averaging into this 80 short all the way. Like, that's not really what I'm looking for. And then the other thing that we're in here as the market kind of slides down is this little jaunt. It's just, long in front of the 11, looking for BlackBerry back into the high of the day. It's not, the volume is just so slow here on BlackBerry. So I'm trying to get a couple of legs out before it gets to that high. And then, I don't know whether we want to. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if we're throwing that one up there. Thank you to the Adara fan club for the others. I wasn't gonna. It's fine. Whatever.
Why you ghosting?
I wasn't.
Kelly Orberg, what are you doing in the chat? You have a company to run.
Oh.
Well played.
Oh.
I didn't know what to do with that, so I was kind of. I was just gonna say thank you for the super chat. Like, I didn't hit the button to show it. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Why not? What else can we talk about? S-Dot is apparently trying that small capper that you liked.
Yeah, that was not fun.
What? I thought
it was fun until it wasn't.
I thought it was fun. I thought this one was fun.
It was until it wasn't. That's for sure.
It's back to the highs again. What was the story here and why? So that's up like 150%. Are you kidding me? Okay. Anyways, I'll just go back and as I said, if it gets to 185, that's a separate short. Where's my trend line? There we go. I like to leave these in here because at least that way, like we flash back, like what's the play? Short, and then before the trend breaks, that's the high. It's always the out. VWAP's the target, like that kind of a thing. Like keep the risk reward the same no matter what. If I see 185, I don't know that needs to be a trend break trade. That just needs to be a topping tail, double top, something to get me in because that's the price. It's like Cerebrus at 185 is the issue price. So that's the one that we really like for sure. BlackBerry's still doing. Am I not getting filled here? Come on, son. Close enough. Getting close. I get filled in a couple of seconds there for sure on the way back to the upside. KT for the win says, why is Uber catching a bid? I don't know, because everything else is catching a bid?
Yeah, except for FSL. We're selling.
No, I just think that there's a lot of relief rally going on today. So like Cerebrus has been hot trash. It's catching a bid today. Uber has been bad. It's catching a bid today. There's not a story this morning that I read on the way in about Uber, but
analyst note here from Citizens, they maintained, I believe, a $100 price target, positive outlook on Waymo, which we know Uber has a collaboration with.
Okay, that's fine. That's not bad. Apparently, somebody on some other channel they had these on their final trades.
Okay.
Which I don't know. I'm not even reading who it might have been, but I'm sure we can guess who that might have been on CNBC. Nancy Pelosi bought Uber, but that was like days ago.
Yeah, that was days ago. And then that's when it just went 8% in a single day. Now, did you see the daily on Uber?
Let's go to it now.
Yeah. Look where it is.
Look what it means. It's just holding the line here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it's
look at the top end of where we're currently trading at right now, up 5%, right?
There's a little mini breakout.
I think so.
Here. But like we were talking about earlier, and again, I'll give credit to Brian Shannon every single time. When these technical breaks happen in a downtrend, downward sloping 200 period moving average, it was like temper your expectations. First resistance tends to hold better in a downtrend, which makes obvious sense. So when this gets to like 80 to 82, it's one of those like maybe ring the registers. Palantir, example of that, Palantir. Hold the line, try to break, look at what happens. Like those are very similar charts. Very similar charts. And again, when it's in a down slope, that's what can happen. Iran still has some capability, not much. Okay. Well, not surprised. That's what you're going to say every single time. And nothing happening on USO.
Oh. He just said if they don't get a deal, quote, we're going to have to go to the Islamic Republic of Iran and we're going to have to hit them very hard. So back, unfortunately, to that.
We are back to that same old story. Well, you know what? No matter what seems to happen headline-wise, what remains true is USO's not moving off of it. So it's seemingly all good. Down 4%, holding this pullback. We're at the point where I don't think we're really worrying about oil prices. We're brushing off all the headlines. If you want people to freak out now, I'm being real, pull up a chart of Micron. Like, Like this thing losing the bid, I feel is like that's our freak out moment. Someone just cracks something. I heard that, which is weird because I heard like someone crack like a can, and then I remembered that the beers were bottles, so it wasn't that. We do need to get on that at some point though. Got this out here. I don't know who we're gonna get it, and I have no idea who's even ordering if that's even happening. As I look over and no one is ordering pizza.
I'll do it.
No, you don't have. You don't have to. Oh, we did. Okay, so apparently somebody did. Somebody did. So allegedly the pizza is coming. I don't know who did it, but thank you to whoever did. You did? Sia? Well, I couldn't hear. Sia's like whispering, so I can't hear what she said, but somebody's ordered the pizza. So it is, oh, see, and Tiffany. Thank you very much, Tiffany. Appreciate it. See, this is what it's all about. So the pizza's coming. Kind of, I'm going to make the general assumption that there's no pineapple on it because that would just be mean. Yeah, see, you know what? And now I'm hearing in my ear that there might be. That would just be not cool if you guys ordered pizza with pineapple, because you know not everybody's into that kind of a thing, and I don't think you need that at all. So with the weakness that we're seeing, just jump back to the market, in Micron, DRAM is looking pretty bad here. What is SanDisk doing? SanDisk was up over 20 points already through the lows. SanDisk could break yesterday's lows in a few minutes here with only 90 minutes to go to end the week. Yeah, not a very good sign. I think that's where the fear is in the market. Like at this point, we've already gone through the oil price shock. The market just saw the mags get put out of favor, you know, where it's like you had the Russell leading the way yesterday. If the memory chip names roll back, I think that's going to cause a little bit of stress. And this might be that first step. Your SSR in like a heartbeat here in SanDisk. Like it's getting a little crazy. You know what? Market's losing VWAP. Yeah, even this thing doesn't want to get back to the high. Yeah, we ain't reloading this at 11. Just take the scalp if it's going to give it to us. I just feel like this might be everything could be heading for one of those Friday afternoon jaunts to the downside. What are your feelings, everybody? We're going to hold these. We're going to hold green today. Or, sorry, I shouldn't say hold green. Forget about that. That's not what I mean. Are we going to hold the line of support here on the Qs? So we're like 1% now. Call it 710. I just feel like we're in trouble at this level. I thought you said you ate the lasagna.
No, I never said.
Who said? Oh, you didn't? Yeah, let me know how that is. It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The salmon, I promise you, was better.
There's some out there. I took Jose's lunch by accident. Keep getting them mixed up because the algo guys get their.
Oh, you took Jose because his name is actually not Jose. His name is Joe.
Yeah. So
everyone calls this dude in the algo room Jose, but his name is Joe. And I'm telling you, like he was when he first came on the floor, everybody would call the man Jose. So I remember the first time I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I introduced myself. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Jose?" And he told me his name was Joe. I'm like, "Huh?" Yeah, like, why does everyone call you Jose?
You found out during poker night, December 20th, 2024, because I was right next to you when you found out.
How do you know every day of all this? It's starting to freak me out.
Bro, there's no way that
I'm sorry, guys. I know
there's no way.
The day before. That's part of why I remember. But yeah, that was what happened there. Also, how do they label the plates? How would you know which Joe is which? That's
one's Joe and one's Joseph.
And what's your name, Joe?
Yeah, exactly.
What's your name?
Joseph.
Oh, so your name is Joseph, and one plate said Joe, and the other said Joseph. And which one did you grab?
Joe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I offered him my garlic bread anyway, so you can see where the confusion fell. And then I offered him my garlic bread. He said no.
They should just tell Raquel from now on his name is Well,
no, it was my fault because I took his garlic bread.
The garlic bread wasn't that good anyway.
I liked it, man. I thought it was and Ramin gave me her garlic bread.
No, it was kind of mine was.
Joe Ghetto? No.
Mine was really like it was too hard.
Yeah, but that's what happens. Here's IBIT, guys. A nice little short to the downside on this one. We had a low of around 33.79, and we were talking about this wedge being broken, and sure enough, it happened to the downside. We should have done this here with fuel cell, because now as we get into a little deeper with the technicals, you can see those lower highs being established and a descending wedge identical to what we're seeing here on IBIT. Let's send it off to Sia. If we break and hold the volume weighted average price, then I'll get out of fuel cell, and then we'll just hold on to some Bitcoin.
Thank you so much. Let's take a look at our three major averages and what they're doing right now. The SPY currently down 0.19%. The triple Q is down close to 1%, and the Dow down 0.036%. We'll take a look at what we're talking about today. Let's take a look at SpaceX first. So Argus has initiated coverage of SpaceX on yesterday at a hold rating, citing certain volatility in the stock following its IPO. But their near-term rating came out on SpaceX, which is a hold in the short term, while their long-term rating continues to be a buy. One of the analysts, Steve Silver, has said in a note to their clients that we are wary of the significant premium valuation and its above average risk profile, given the relatively nascent status of its space via Starship and AI business. We're also going to take a look at MRNA. Moderna right now is up currently 10.21% at the moment after they detailed a long-term strategy at their annual Science Day going beyond its vaccine business. Moderna has also discussed plans for its MRNA-based oncology and rare disease treatments. Sending it back to you.
Thank you, Sia. And what is Moderna? It is still blasting.
It was on one today.
Yeah, it's been on one for a minute, which makes me go to, I want to see what Viking Therapeutics is doing. Is this continuing its rally? Yeah, sort of. This one feels like it's trying to be next, like it's doing its best, but after that little pullback, yeah, holding up pretty nice. Viking needs to take out like my favorite number, 42, really.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a little sideways here, but it's looking like it's trying to go. There's been a lot of deal making happening. Their name, so if you don't know, not really directly related to Moderna, but Viking Therapeutics does have a GLP oral that let's be real, even if things work out, they just don't have the money. What the heck? What in the heck is this? What did I just turn on? Okay, you guys have no idea, but I did some kind of a keystroke, and come to my screen for a second. I made some keystroke, and now all of a sudden I turn on this narrator feature that's in my ear telling me what I was saying and all this nonsense.
No way.
Huh? What in the actual heck was that?
Isn't Viking getting bought?
Anyways,
though?
no. So the idea with that was the weirdest thing. What keystroke just turned that on? I've never even seen that feature before. See, seriously, Windows? Like, this is why people don't like Windows, straight up. It doesn't even, that's crazy. Anyways, where was I with Viking? No, so they would not have enough capital to even, they just couldn't roll out the product. They're not big enough. They'd need a partnership or to dilute. So the idea behind Viking is that, hey, even if things work out roses, they're probably going to have to tap the capital markets or be an acquisition target to really blow this thing up. So it's always been that kind of a name. So what happens, even when they get good results, it's like it's a selling opportunity because everyone realizes, hey, there's still a bigger shoe that has to drop. It's like for every step forward, there could be 2 steps back, recognizing that someday they're going to have to tap the capital markets to get scale. And if that does happen, instead of a buyout, there's a lot of risk in it. But it's always been a heavily speculated that they could be the next deal within the space. Anyways, that's like I have no idea how I even turned that on. Like 1 minute I'm just doing normally. Next thing I know, it's like narrating what I was saying in my ear.
That's pretty cool.
And then that feed. No, it's not cool because you don't just want random-ish turning on Windows.
But
like
you did hit a secret key sequence.
Yeah, but I don't know. I must have. Obviously, I did. That's just annoying. Sometimes Windows, I don't know.
Yeah, I do that all the time for some reason. I'm like, what did I even just hit? Guys, we got all out of fuel cell, didn't hold VWAP. There is some indecision prints, but I just believe the price action's looking a little bit too bearish. So we got out of that one, small size on it. We take a little bit of a hit, 60 cents, nothing to write home about. But we're starting to get this sell-off here in Bitcoin, and I was talking about the descending wedge, and then sure enough, we were fortunate enough to take the short side, on this bad boy. So yeah, not too bad of a look there whatsoever. Western Digital's continuously getting hit on the head here. Neil, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of its 6 previous sessions, 5 of them are red, and 2 of them are pretty ugly. I mean, you did sell off here on this one a couple of days ago, earlier in the week, but then you found somewhat of a recovery. That's not going to be the narrative here today. There's just not enough time left in the session in order for this to find a rebound, in my opinion. Could always be wrong. Something could happen. You have a headline step in, and then the next thing you know, things are going parabolic. But just for today's stomach feeling, I don't get that hunch. Netflix up 4%. Just a little bit of a relief rally. 1, 2, 3, 4 red days in a row. And I think Sharif or somebody was mentioning that Palantir has been on a pretty ugly red streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red days in a row after today's session. Or sorry, before today's session. That's not good. And then you go back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Out of the past 11 sessions, 10 of them being red. That's a really tough look, and sometimes it gets tough to sit through that type of stuff. But Sharif and I were just talking last night. It's like, man, because we're just so hyper-focused, sometimes we just need to zoom, when in doubt, just zoom out a little bit and try to remain calm. Place yourself in the best positions as possible for the longer term, especially if you're an investor. You head over to the ETFs and you pick the top name out of the ETFs, then I think you'll be okay in the long run. All right, Super Chat. I wanted to see what Hangry Wife had to say because I asked them how their day was going. Hey, Joe, it's been pretty decent. I played DRAM both ways with protective puts and calls, and it worked. So nice caller. Thanks for asking. What about you? No, I'm red today, full disclosure, but it hasn't been a horrible week and or a horrible month, so it happens. We took a hit bright and early this morning trading that small cap name, but it is what it is.
I'm not going to believe what this is.
Part with the S-Dot? Yeah, well, I can believe it.
The tap is 27.
Holy cow, yeah.
Oh, sorry, now 22.
There it goes, Super Chat. If 1650 breaks, hold 1950 S-Dot, let's go. This is my type of guy right here, though. Blunder Corp, selling my car to buy more bird. You're my people. Guys, I'm obviously being sarcastic. Don't do that. Don't sell the chair to buy the dip. Don't do any of those things. Do not gamble. I shouldn't say gamble. And I think investing is a little bit of a different story. But even so, don't allocate any form of cash that you can't afford to lose, right? In all seriousness, just don't do it, okay? So none of us here would be like, hey man, sell your car to buy this or do this and do all those things. It's just not the logical or the right thing to do.
Well, I mean, I would never tell somebody to sell their car to buy something, but I would, like, I might advocate something like mortgage your house to bet on the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl. I might say something like that. Obviously in complete jest. And thank you to go ahead.
Sorry, no more Trump. That's all I wanted
Trump
to
is
say.
off stage.
Okay. Trump is off the stage.
All about that.
We should mention for anyone that is trading it, S-Dot now halted to the upside. Adam James Abroad, when did you super chat that? Because I saw that was just now. Well, it's halted at 1858. The tap is actually coming back down to earth. It was as high as 27, the theoretical auction price. It's now 19, so it's indicating an open higher, but not too much higher. Should just be a standard 5-minute halt, at least from what I'm seeing. You know, I think this is like the second halt today.
Really tanking.
It's not like it's had like that many. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm going to look at? If it's already going, my thought is silver hasn't broken VWAP yet. I might just flat bottom break this thing. Like if this breaks VWAP, then we're gonna fall. Like this usually, when one's going, I think the metals can go too. So I'm gonna have that up because I look over because I'm looking to my left and I can see Bitcoin going to the downside.
Yeah.
I might just take a shot through VWAP on SLV. So 245 or so. I have no idea when the pizza's gonna come, but I'm not waiting forever. If it ain't
Bro,
here
you
by
had salmon. You're hungry still?
No. I don't know anything about the pizza.
Oh,
If it
you
ain't
want
here by
the other
3,
stuff.
We're gonna have a brew by. If it's not here, power hour hits. We're grabbing the brew. We promised we would do it. That's just how it's going to be.
Oh, okay.
Keep
And
it
you
real.
got all Heinekens?
No. Half and half.
Oh, yeah, and Peroni,
half,
you said.
half
yeah.
and half. The others
Good
are
old Italian stuff.
Yeah, why not? I like Peroni. So.
I like Peroni.
I'm not a beer guy. Per se.
Yeah, you're a cracking guy.
Well, there's among other things. There's others. I'm not in the chat. They're like
Mike?
Guinness. I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not
You
a
like
huge.
Guinness?
I'm not a huge Guinness person.
You know what, man? I've never been a
Not
big
really.
Guinness fan.
Look, don't get me wrong. Like I'll enjoy it. It's just
I don't enjoy it.
I'd never choose
Never
it.
enjoyed it.
Like for myself. Like obviously I wouldn't turn it down or anything. And obviously I've had it before. It's just, I don't know. It's not my thing. To each their own. To each their own, everybody.
Yeah.
Here's a good one.
Let's see it.
Will there be rebalancing today? So that's from Arzu Weist. I thought you mentioned it maybe. I'm not sure. Will it be today or June 30th? So there's multiple stages for the imbalancing in the quarter. The S&P rebalancing and all those big additions for the S&P 500, that's usually the third Friday at the end of the quarter, at the end of the half year, which of course would be June. MSCI tends to do theirs at the end of a month. There's some Russell rebalancing tonight. So that'll be, who's the big one in the Russell? I'm trying to remember here as I scroll down into our note, and I'm just going to quickly double check. You know what? Whatever. I'll just quickly show it to you. We can just look at it live. S&P total market has some stuff tonight, but it's MSCI. There's a deletion here, but the Russell, there's a big delete on the Russell. No names that you guys would be interested in. Here we go. SMCI is a share increase on the S&P 500. That would be a big one. I'd swear SpaceX was on here somewhere. Maybe it's not. Maybe that one's not today. But there's a bunch of stuff happening today. A lot of it's S&P completion. There's some MSCI. There is some Russell stuff happening tonight. So you will expect to see some bigger imbalances in general on a Friday. And when you get to the end of the quarter, each time there'll be more. But the actual end of the month is going to have some as well. So like when you see the last calendar day, trading day of the month is going to have some imbalances that we'll be digging ourselves into. Well, I guess I won't be because I'll be in London. I just realized.
Nice.
I'm going to miss a month end rebalances.
That's all right.
MSCI is usually pretty good.
Couple more months to go.
Yeah, there's always more.
Exactly. There goes Bitcoin, guys. It was positive here today, but now you can see that we're short from 33.94, and then now we're all the way down at 33.76. Okay, so things are starting to cool off here. Fuel cell, I'm glad that we got out of that one. We didn't hold through the volume-weighted average price, and now it's continuing to bleed with the rest of the market. Maybe we find somewhat of a bottom here and a rebound, but it doesn't seem to be the narrative just yet. I will look for some indecision prints on the NASDAQ. Excuse me, below VWAP here, just in case there's a hammer candle, the volatility. When you have this ebb and flow within these specific names, and you start to see those indecision prints that individuals like Guardant, Los Pollos, and I are looking for, so just via volume price analysis signals, this is where you can find some good opportunities. Same thing with NVDA right at the volume weighted average price. There's a couple of good ops. They may or may not display themselves. That's a completely different story. Boom, move to the downside. Need I pull up S-Stop because we just, it was rolling really well for us here earlier today, and then things just absolutely changed. Yeah, it pulled back and then went off here, Adam. So congratulations to you for that. I'm watching the same thing on the Qs. Nice, brother. How was your day today? Let me know. We're going to send things off to Adara.
I hear, guys, on Xcel Energy, Xcel, this story is the reason why, and I'll zoom in a bit. The Department of Energy in the U.S. just released this press release. They said that they are basically using an order here to keep coal-fired power generation alive in Colorado, directing a couple different companies, including this public service company of Colorado, which is a subsidiary of Xcel, to, quote, take all measures necessary to ensure that Craig Unit 1 is available to operate. So we'll take a look at Xcel here, not moving too much, but a name to keep an eye on here with the Department of Energy order. We're going to send it off to Sia for small cap recap.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Adara. The IWM currently down almost 0.70% on the day. Let's take a look at a couple individual tickers I've picked for you right now. VPG, Vishay Precision Group currently down 7.18%. It surged over 373 73% in the past year. So it's compared to the industry's growth of 22.9%, which is a pretty big move. Just thought I would mention that and put it out there. PNBK is down almost 5% on the day. They announced the expansion into the South Florida market. Jamie Bruno will lead Patriot's flagship Palm Beach location, which is expected to open by the end of this year. And finally, we have GH, which is Guardant Health. That's up 5.25% on the day. They just had a price target that was announced at $175 per share by Bernstein. Sending it right back to you.
To Ottawa. Thank you, Sia, for sure. And it's $2.50. Where's the pizza? The place we ordered from ain't closed, though. That's what Joe.
What time did you order it?
I don't know what time it got ordered, but it's also not the closest place. So we'll see. It just needs to show up within a reasonable. What?
It didn't order. I told you, man.
What?
That's great.
Good one, Andre.
You got everybody.
Andre was just messing with us there. Okay, so that S dot, everybody.
It's madness.
S dot opened up, flash 20. It's still it's trying. It's holding 19, holding. So look at flash 20, under 18, back up here. So a little bit of action. If it can get back through the 20 level, I mean, Adam James Abroad, you're the one that called it technically. You said 16.25 went. You'd see 19. Is that what you said, 19?
Yeah, he did.
Well, it's already, it went to 20, but there hasn't been buyers above 19. So far, I'd say you pretty much nailed that one. There's nothing to tell you what, this stock obviously has been a habitual line stepper, right? So when you zoom it out, you can say, I would have said 20, maybe even 21, given it some of these wicks, and then there's a little bit of something here at 25, I suppose. So you've got some stuff up here where I'm not saying there's bag holders or anything, but there's certainly some levels. Why I think the 16.25 made some sense is, when you look at the last time it did volume, look at all of this consolidation between 15 and 17. That's the last real volume spike. So you had a bunch of chop, 15 and 17, midpoint 16. So that makes a lot of sense in there for sure. So yeah, there you go. S dot 200%. It's still at that $19 level, doing pretty good volume. No one ever went broke taking profits, everybody.
No.
Let's be real. Now SpaceX is going down? Of course it is.
Yeah, is it actually?
Of course.
Oh man, yeah. Gord, we might get a green light here momentarily. There's a couple of things aligning for us. Oh, NVDA. Let's get involved with some NVDA here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to see some indecision prints at some key levels. And especially when you have this ebb and flow like this, if we have some more buying pressure step in, then that's my green light. It started to close here, Gord, and there's two things that were potentially going to give us the green light. Was that this volume by time. We have a nice print here, and then sure enough, this started to see a lot of buying pressure really step in. So it doesn't seem to be the narrative right now. Also correlating with the pre-market resistance zone that can potentially act as support. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. How much time is left in this 5-minute candle? Still 3 minutes or so, Neil. So a little bit less than that, 2.5 at this point. So if we have more buyers participate and it closes how it is, then I think that could be a good opportunity for both you and I maybe to find somewhat of a scalp along. You might already be front running it and looking to get involved in that stuff, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see. Do you guys trade ETFs on day trade, Neil? Yeah, all the time. We're literally talking about
traded DRAM today.
Yeah, DRAM. We're trading DRAM, TQQs. There's a couple other names as well.
Oh, there's lots.
I mean, we don't trade jets. What other ETF?
NASA's been traded before.
NASA's been traded. DRAM. What are some IBIT's an ETF? What?
Here at Real Trading, and I've mentioned this before, at Real Trading, if you look at the top 10 symbols, because they publish it every single month and all the office managers can see it. So the top 10 symbols in the North American markets by volume at Real Trading, minimum 5 out of the 10 are ETFs. And most of the times it's Xcel or when silver, it'll be Zeta, I think ZSL, which was an SLV leverage. Those types of things usually are going to lead the way in terms of volume. And it's not you would think, it's going to be the Qs of the SPY. It's not. It's usually whatever happens to be hot. So I would imagine, the SOX ETFs, for sure they have to be Oh, yeah, Steve M, this is 100% true. The other day you said you would long-term buy at 150 and 135 in SpaceX. I already got the first dip in front of the 150, and I still have a stink bid in front of 135. That being said, I am in my personal account, so I'm in 7% now. I'll be at 20 if it gets down to 135, and then I'll probably back off for my personal buying. But I'm buying it in the Canadian CDR. So like the prices that you get it at, like 150, like where is it right now? So if it's at like 153, it's kind of like 1/6, not exactly, but close enough. So I'm probably in at like 25 something, and then like the next bid would be at like 20. I think it's at like my next bid's at like 23 or 22.69. I probably did something silly and bid 22.69 if I go and look back, just to be a joker about it. But yeah, I'm using the CDRs. Like now, there's basically a CDR for everything that you want to trade here or own, because they're not really the best trading vehicles, but anything you want to own. So whatever, I have Canadian dollars. They're all like currency hedged, so it just makes it so much easier to invest that way. Even like if I buy NVIDIA now, that's what I use. Like when I bought Walmart recently, I bought it in the CDR.
Okay.
So some names I literally own, like I still have like in my RSP, like it had been US dollars because I've owned it for a while. But all the new stuff I just use the CDRs, man. They're great.
JPM getting smoked today, down 2%.
Rotation, man.
Yeah, there's clearly a rotation going on. All right, dude. We're gonna go over to Adara once we get back. Thanks, NYC Urbanista. Always much love to you. Let's send it off to Adara, and then we got some super chats to cover, guys.
It's our Friday edition of To the Window, to the Wall, where I pull up a chart window for an infographic, and we talk about the infographic on the wall. Now, I actually waffled a lot for which one I wanted to show today. Like, I was really conflicted. I had an Amazon Prime visual I was going to show you guys, and then I made this last minute. This is not going to be posted today. It's going to be posted over the weekend, so stay tuned. I think it's supposed to come out early Sunday afternoon, so be aware. But this is a look at Nike's Greater China revenue. Now, Greater China is a segment that, much like what we've seen with Apple with the same region, Nike has really struggled with as of late. Now, here's a look at their revenue. Obviously, as you can tell, roughly 75%, just under 75%, it looks like, of their Greater China revenue comes from their footwear segment. They've got a decent portion here apparel, a very little bit in equipment. But what's interesting is all of it dropped on a year-over-year basis last quarter. Because again, it's worth remembering, Nike's about to report Q4 and fiscal year 2026 revenue. So this is going to be the end of the fiscal year. So heading into that again, Q3 2026 revenue for China, not great. Footwear down 7%, apparel down 4%. Their largest segment here, or their smallest segment in China here, down 21%. Equipment total down 7%. So NKE has a lot of work to do if it wants to leap over this China hurdle with this Q4 and FY 2026 report. That's To the Window, to the Wall. And as always, if you guys have any infographics that you'd like me to make, any suggestions that you have for research things I can do, please tag me in the chat. You can also reach out to me on X at TTV Research, which is where you'll be able to find this infographic come Sunday afternoon. Back to the guys.
Thank you, as always.
We have a
big thank you
couple of things
for
here.
Sure. Okay? Let's get to the super.
Yeah, let's get to the super chat.
Throw it up. Well, unless are you on the page?
Throw it up.
I can't see little Pac. It's Sheffield. It's Canadian dollars. Why not? Let's go. Made some money trading MNQ. Here's some beer money, guys, from your local Toronto trader, Amin. Shout out to you, Amin. Appreciate you. And congratulations on MNQ. We love it. We already got the brews. And it's almost 3 o'clock. There's still no pizza here. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Who ordered it and what did they order off of?
Oh, man.
Cause
no, Joe did not order.
What do you mean? I'm asking the question who ordered it.
We already know who ordered.
Yeah, who ordered it?
Sia and Tiffany ordered. We went over this already.
Sia, what did you order it off of?
Tiffany and I did it together, but Tiffany initiated it. But we got Tiffany, if you could chime in.
Where did you order it off of?
It was on their website, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, you didn't go Uber Eats or anything along those lines?
I don't know.
We don't know. Man, the lack of answers around here is insane. All right, let's see what we got, guys. Fabian,
how do you not know?
But that's the thing. Hey, man, that's why I'm just getting the hunch it's not coming, Neil. So our boy Fabian asking us to take a look at what he's got going on here. We have a $99 strike price. What we got to figure out here, Fabian, and I'm not seeing it right now. Oh, okay. I see what you did here now, my friend. Yeah, listen, dude, you got a lot of time on this, 4 months or so. You didn't pay anything out of the wazoo for it, $99. Don't forget, my guy, what the objective is. Like, if you get south of 99, then, like, that's a bonus, in my opinion. But there's still plenty of time. I do believe that you can head back into the lower 90s, which will give you a little bit of both values, intrinsic and extrinsic value. So you'll have money, like you'll have an in-the-money contract and time value too. So nice I like the look of it, especially with the path that we're currently on, and in the landscape within this oil trade. I do believe it's continuing to unwind. No, I'm not. I'm being serious. I know I'm genuine. I'm just, guys, you guys don't get me yet. I'm such a
I don't get you.
Apparently, a lot of people don't, man. Oh, it's here, eh? Okay.
No, I'm not saying it's here.
But you didn't have to say it was here for you to be like, I'll be right back. Oh, I know you. Okay. Anyways, give someone Joe a Snicker, man. This is crazy. No, man, we're chilling, man. We're always relaxed. I'll tell you guys when I'm agitated, so you guys know it. I'll say so-and-so is annoying me at this point, but no, that's not the narrative here. I'll smile and I'll giggle a little bit more. We're going to send it off to somebody, but I do like that contract a lot there, Fabian. I think you'll be okay.
I am indeed that somebody. Let's take a look at what the market is doing right now. The SPY currently down 0.36% at the moment. We'll take a look at the sector. So electric tech, we have continued redness from NVDA here, down 1.05%. Apple has made its way back. It's coming back hopefully a little bit, up 2% on the day. It was flat earlier in the day. MU has continued its downfall. It's down 5.67% at the moment. It's continued to slide. RTX keeping that momentum. It's lost a little bit, but it's still down. It's still up almost 2%. AVGO, AMD, INTC, Cisco, all of it down in the red. Majority of that sector is still sliding up into the red. SanDisk is also down 9.29%. Moving on to tech services, we have Google trading flat at the moment. Meta, Microsoft up. Microsoft's up 5%. Meta's up 1.36%. Oracle's down on the day 2.27%. It's continued sliding down from earlier in the day. We have finance, BRKB, Visa, MasterCard performing really well. BRKB up almost 2% on the day. Visa is up 2.11%, whereas MasterCard is up 2.3%. JPM, Bank of America, MSGS all down on the day in the red. Retail, we have Amazon, Microsoft, Costco, and Home Depot holding steady over there in the green. Amazon's up 1%. Walmart's up 1% as well. Producer manufacturing, we are seeing quite a lot of red over there. And I see Neil coming closer to me, so I'm just going to... Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to continue, and then I'm going to send it back to the guys. But producer manufacturing, we have a lot of red in that sector. CAT, AMAT down 4.75, 4.13% respectively. Consumer durables, Tesla up on the day 1.33%. Health tech. Now, this is a sector I do want to talk about. These stocks are on the track for their best week in about 4 years. And the S&P 500's health sector, which is this that is Lilly is leading the sector right now, up 7.27%, has gained more than 7%, the sector alone, this week. So if that holds through today, if that sector holds through today, it would mark its biggest weekly advance that the sector has had since June 2022. So it's best performing out of all the 11 sectors. So by comparison, the S&P 500 overall has dropped about 1.8% this week alone. Moving on to energy services, still holding that bearishness. XOM, CVX down 1.04% and 1.2% each. We have utilities, process industries, consumer non-durables, giving us a little bit of a mixed sentiment that it did in the morning as well. Transportation, we have Uber up 4% on the day. Health services, we have UNH up 2.07%. And non-energy, seeing a bit of, well, all of red. The only thing that I see in the green is NEM. Sending it back to you.
What's up, everybody? So that's how we roll. I can full service, Joe. We'll do this too. There we go. I just realized I probably have the only opener on the show, so I'm not gonna throw this back there.
See, yeah, there's one on my desk.
I think Joe's got one as well. So you guys in the back, you're probably gonna need one, but I got one. There you go. And no word of a lie. If you've seen Jeff, that actually is from OTC. That's OTC Markets.
Yeah, I have them from.
It's got like a little thing. Like Jeff brought those to us one day. So I'll wait till I won't be that guy.
Why?
No, I mean, well, I'll wait till.
What are you gonna wait for now? At this point, it's
Cheers,
open.
man.
Oh.
You gotta wait.
For who? Oh, everybody.
What do you mean for who? You literally have a program monitor that can see.
Well, I've been talking to Fabian, man. Fabian and I have been talking business over here.
Business. Anyway, so.
Hold on. What about Assassino and Tiffany? They're working the sticks over there. Did you forget them? Did you ask Assassino?
I'm a ninja. They've already got theirs.
Tiffany.
Are you crazy?
Tiffany has one.
You think I'm gonna let them down?
She said no.
No,
she girl,
which
man,
is fine.
That's it. That's what I.
Respect. Respect.
All right then.
Okay, you guys
I know
good?
Fabian has one, man. That guy.
Well, anyways, they have one. So first of all, if you're only tuning in for the first time, we always appreciate the super chats and thank you when we get them. And every now and then it's like, hey, guys have pizza and beer on Fridays for us. And it's like, yeah, well, of course. Just to let you guys know, like we're not sitting here like, hey, let's just pocket that cash. What did I do with the opener? I gave it to Adara.
They got it right there, man.
Gave it to Adara. So there's Fabian as well. So look, we always appreciate it. And it's Friday. Have a little bit of fun and we'll have a brew.
Yeah.
So it's always.
And hold on. I want to clarify this though. Let's not forget the fact Neil is in vacation mode now.
What? How am I in vacation mode? Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Exactly. So that's why
I'm close to vacation. I'm not completely in vacation mode yet.
Dude, a couple of days out. If I know I'm going on vacation, I'm pure vacay mode.
But what I mean to say is, cheers. This is all about. Thank you guys, and it's all about the viewers, and we appreciate you. Cheers, Fabian.
Cheers.
See, like some people went with the Heineken.
And to everyone behind us, in the background.
Peroni.
Oh, Sia, no, nothing for you. Nothing for you?
No, I don't want to drink right now.
Okay, that's fair.
Enjoy.
Okay, that's
Thank
good,
you.
man. Mad respect for that. Yeah, it's working. She's working. Not professional, man.
See, there's professionals here, and then there's us.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
I'm just being real. There's professionals, and then there is us. Whoa, hold on a second. Oh, that's right.
Bro,
where did that even come from, Sports and Stonks? Neil always the king Frozone. He's got the super suit.
Frozone.
Were you even here? That was years ago. We always dress up for Halloween on the show. And I straight up.
That was 2023.
How do you. Come on, Adara. No, you don't remember that. The year or two? Okay, so maybe it was 2023.
Could be wrong, but I think it was 2023.
I did Frozone there. What did Sean dress up as that year?
What do I gotta do?
Was that the hot dogs?
Oh, was he? No, I think he was the Bitcoin, but he might have been the hot dog.
Yeah, for sure.
So Sean's done the hot dog, Bitcoin,
the
money tree.
Or the hedge fund. Sorry, it was a hedge fund.
No, was it money? Yeah, hedge fund.
Well, we all thought it was a money tree.
I'm lazy, so I've done like I did one Star Trek one because I'm a nerd. And then I rocked the Frozone. But the best one of all time, I wish I had the picture with me. The best one by far, Sean and I rocked Pulp Fiction. That was
a good one.
That was the best.
I was gonna ask you.
That's how it should always be. Like we should do a theme for the viewers and like boom, like we all dress up on theme on Halloween just to make it more fun. Like what's the point? I mean, heck, man, what's the point of having a stream if we're not going to have some fun with it?
I was going to ask you who you were, but then I realized real quick.
I mean,
that he was Samuel.
Let's just be really stereotypical. It's pretty obvious who I was and then who Sean was. It would have been, even if we tried to do it the other way, it would just.
I didn't.
It just wouldn't work.
Well, that's why I didn't ask.
I'm just saying.
All right,
it's true, though. It just doesn't work.
No, it wouldn't work that way. Are you ready? Are you ready, Assassino, to become a real trader? Our next training cohort is just around the corner, and this time we're expanding our reach. If you live outside the U.S., now's your chance to apply and enjoy our program. You'll be trading U.S. equities during regular market hours, so be sure you're available for continuous U.S. sessions. The program is carefully designed to help you master market microstructure, different marketplaces and venues. Order types, professional execution versus retail/amateur approaches. Space is limited, everyone. So don't wait. Apply now and take your trading skills to the next level. Go check out Real Trading. Man, we got a nice 15-cent pop right there in IBIT.
Little volume spike on the future there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. There it is. This is what I
Anything
wanted
happened
to take.
No. I mean,
SpaceX didn't do anything
I guess
though.
it didn't need to.
No.
Didn't need to be. Ron Miller, no, I have not. And I'm always taking suggestions for Halloween. I have no idea what I'm going to do this year for Halloween. The funny thing is, I don't think what did we do last year? I can't remember what we did last year.
Sean was a hedge fund and you were.
That was last
That
year?
guy from that movie Soda Pop or whatever from the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
did. Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
That was a tough one, Neil. I've seen better.
I mean,
I'm just being honest.
like
I'm
you
just
have
being
to-
honest.
Okay, so first of all,
What happened
no, you
there
have
in
to
Bitcoin?
understand that like
Something's going on here.
my daughter was very much
Something's
she's
going on
really
here in
into it,
Bitcoin.
and that's like daddy dressed up as the K-pop Demon Hunters person. So that was for
What
my
a big
daughter.
bounce in Bitcoin there.
Yeah. No, we're getting a pretty decent bounce. I might
Someone said you
cover
should be
some
Soldier
SLB
Boy.
here. Huh? No, Soldier
look
Boy
like-
from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, the movie from the 80s. Yeah, I'm down with that.
No.
But not like that
Soulja
Soldier Boy.
The
You
most
crazy?
recent Soldier Boy.
No, that's an absolute. Like, I would not put my foot down and say like never do this, never do that. But there is a 0% chance I'm ever dressing up as that clown or rapper that I don't like. What else we got going on here? Y'all should do Reservoir Dog. Greg, we got to put that on the list. Reservoir Dogs or Men in Black, the suit and tie look, happy weekend, y'all. That's a good easy one everybody could pull off.
What's that one?
Reservoir Dogs is a great movie.
I haven't seen that movie in ages, man.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were gonna say you haven't seen that.
No,
movie.
no. I haven't seen it.
No way,
yeah.
Adam
Yeah, it
James.
hit 22.
Oh, this is stock, man.
I was gonna say something, but I don't know if it's. I don't think it's appropriate because it's just inappropriate. But I was just
This stock is crazy.
Adam 22.
This stock is completely insane. It is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I did Chicago.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought it was fun until it wasn't for me, to be honest with you. Yeah, we could have had some good opportunities to really take this thing
Daniel's
to
saying
next
he did.
levels, but we just didn't. Well, look at this, Neil. We hop in 218. We thought we were gonna get an all-day fader here. 3 o'clock, then it just goes absolutely nuts, giving back something that we've been sitting in for
here
the
it
past
is.
45 minutes. So
Hey, thanks, Daniel. This is crazy. We're
That
just
is really
talking
good,
about it.
man.
Daniel Westermeyer just sent this one too. This was us a few years. Look at the graphics though. Like, look at that.
GME.
How?
Yeah,
first of all, how
that's a little bit
must have
tougher
had
to
the
look.
position board must have been messed up. Oh, I know what it is because it was we did do like P&L per share. So
I
that
love
must have
Sean's
just gotten in,
toupee,
gone out.
man.
And then that one, there's the other one, right? Where he did the Bitcoin and I was Frozone. Yeah,
That's great.
what I.
Oh,
Oh, word.
say less. Keep that away from me.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. How much pizza did we get? There's like 50 minutes left in the show.
Yeah.
Damn.
Make sure you guys bring some home.
There's not
man.
even a. There's
sure
not
you
even
bring
a.
some-
I can't even put that here. Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yo, you know how big you guys got to understand how big this pizza
Why
box
did we
is
get
right now.
two? That's
Well,
crazy.
they have really big slices.
Oh.
Guys, let's not beat around the bush. Oh my God.
My.
You guys
oh
just-
my goodness.
You guys just
yes.
tempted me into probably a
It's
top
over.
5 pizza review right here.
It's over.
Yeah, man, I have to review this pizza.
over.
There's nothing I can really do. I'm sorry. It's not the same. We'll pull up.
It's like a hot honey one.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, north of Brooklyn is
Yeah, watch.
a really good pizzeria. We don't want to knock over Connor Brown when I went to. You got that one there? Let's make sure Michael. Let's see if Michael.
one? I don't even remember which
You know who we need to. You know who needs to get offered some?
Yo, I want that one.
Neil wants this one. Look at this one.
Yeah. that's
Go
what I want.
go offer Raquel a slice. Oh, I shouldn't say if you don't mind. I know it's for everyone. Raquel should definitely get a slice.
I should have
See
put those
what's up.
back in the fridge. Too.
Always there. I am Malik, man. I have to do a pizza review on that one.
Yes. All right,
Thank
we're-
you guys all for that.
busting
Yeah, the other man. Hey, listen, man. We'll do a full pizza review on that. Maybe we won't though at the end of the day, but See if Michael and everybody else around here wants a slice, because that's what we do. But
No.
Raquel, definitely.
Okay, two things. One, I'm getting out over VWAP. If I'm in under VWAP, I'm out over VWAP. And absolutely not, Scott. I've already said I'm not doing that again. I ordered you another world's hottest chip for you to eat on the air again. No.
What happened?
I'm not doing the Packy Chip Challenge again. It's not happening.
What's up with that
I
stuff?
appreciate
That's great.
you could send whatever you want. Like that, I'm not doing it again. That is one thing that no person needs to, there's just no point. Why would anyone do that challenge? It's just, it's crazy. I enjoy a good hot wing. I like spicy food. That is chemical warfare. There's 0 point to it except to inflict pain on human beings. So why would anybody do that hot chip challenge? It's crazy. I'll go to almost any spot and eat their hottest wing. I'm down with that. It's reasonable.
You know what?
Man, that was.
Wow.
I can trust me when I tell you.
What's up, Peiko?
If somebody's like, "Oh yeah, do that for like $50," no.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Are you ready?
not.
Are you ready for this
Absolutely
dig?
not.
This is a huge dig, right from Jesse too. Pain is temporary. Wimping out is forever, Neil.
What? Pain
is temporary. Wimping out is forever.
I've already done it. I didn't wimp out.
So you didn't wimp out? Okay, all right.
The challenge was put down. There was a bet on the show. I had no idea what it was. And someone's like, hey, if this happens, and you know me, I'm just like, hey, whatever. It's like a hot chip. And then after I had made the bet, notice how it was after I had said yes. People in the chat were like, Neil, you should probably look that up. And that's literally how it happened. I'm like, I agreed to it on the show. And then people in the chat started saying, Neil, you should look that up. I looked it up, realized that I probably had made a grave mistake. And thankfully, because Sean's a ride or die homie, he's like, I'll do it with you. And Fahad at the time was like, yeah, we'll all just do it. We did a big thing up at the big desk. And
the gang.
No, it was crazy, but I'm not doing that again. Forget about it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like, if I do that, then it better be for like some charity's getting a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because it's so pointless to do, man. I'm not saying it was survivable. Like, it's not, it didn't kill anybody, but like, why?
Neil, you better bring some of that pizza home so it doesn't go to waste.
We're leaving tomorrow, man.
So
I got a Tupperware. I'll take some to my dog.
Yeah. You guys can bring it for dinner, man. There's a lot of pizza there, and I just have the hunch that it's not going to be consumed.
Oh, I like that idea too.
Yeah, we got to eat as much as we can. Get over to the boys as well too, over in the algorithm if there's anything left. I know Brando is probably not going to.
Oh, you know they can eat.
Brando's not going to have any. Jose will probably have some, and Benner back there too. Other than that, guys, IBIT starting to sell off here.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this did run into this 33.92 marker, starting to come back in a little bit. Maybe we can find something to engage at that point. But what I'm going to wait for here is this SpaceX addition to the MSCI index. Let's send it off to Neil, guys.
Absolutely, everybody. I'm telling you, volatility creates movement, and if you're a sophisticated trader, that movement is going to be a big opportunity. So Beta Pro by Globex is offering Canada's first and longest running suite of leveraged and inverse ETFs that are built for sophisticated investors who understand the risks of leverage and the importance of precision. Its triple leverage bull and 3x bear ETFs tied to the NASDAQ 100 index are designed for daily tactical trades, providing amplified daily exposure and giving traders tools to engage with both upward momentum and market pullbacks. These strategies are currency hedged, seeking to offset US dollar exposure back to the Canadian loonie. For those who are navigating short-term market moves, whether up or down, Beta Pro is offering the flexibility to act with conviction, whatever that looks like for your individual strategy, objectives, and risk profile. So trade tactically and learn more at betapro.ca. Scan that QR code that is just there up in front of the screen for you guys, for sure. What is going on? The chat's got jokes. The chat's got a lot of jokes. I'm seeing like Halloween, you should be Bezos.
And you had to read that one out?
Why not? I think that's another perfectly good theme. Like you just take just get like, I don't know, market-related characters, let's just say.
I'm cool. I'm totally cool with that. I'm actually real cool with
I think it's
Bezos.
a great idea.
One, because I'll keep it to myself. I can do Bezos. What's up, Adara?
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, I'm down if we do a theme for market-related people. I kind of already have an idea, but I've actually already planned my costume for this year if we don't.
I liked your last year's costume.
Yeah, it's another like independent film type thing.
Yeah, Dara stepped up. Midsummer Night.
All right.
First of all, just out of I don't want to be like selfish, but why is no one eating the pizza?
Yeah, no, that's the real.
Like it's
Soto
just
might
sitting
be the
over
guy
there.
Who got some there.
It's
Here,
just
look, set
sitting
me up
there.
with one. I'll do a quick pizza review over here.
Yeah, if someone wants to set us up, I'd be.
Even though
really
I'm not
happy
hungry,
with
we
that.
had the.
Overthinking Bear, shout out to Adara's midsummer costume the other year, and will you please call?
Yeah.
Will you please call back Adara's?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Kelly,
Yeah, should've
you're
read that
busy at
first.
work at Boeing. We can't do this right now. But no, in all
Oh,
seriousness, thank you
Kelly.
for the super chat.
Crazy.
Thanks for the super chats, everybody. Kim Jong Click Clack with the super chat here. I should have read this first. That's fine. My friend's colon and intestines flared up after the hot chip challenge. He couldn't eat properly for 2 years. Be careful. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm sorry they had that experience. That part of it wasn't that bad, but I would strongly suggest don't do it. Like I'm telling you, it is one thing just having a hot wing. You know what I mean? But there's levels to this stuff. Like if it's like a few hundred thousand on the Scoville scale, that's one
this
thing.
one's for Neil.
When it's 2 million on the Scoville scale,
Thanks, my boy.
2 million,
Thank you.
2 mil, 2.5 mil, that's just silly. It's not even there's just no point. I'm surprised they even let people sell that. Didn't some kid go to I heard something about some teenager was in the emergency room after that.
You see those spicy pickles that everyone's eating as well too? I'm waiting for the SpaceX guys, just so we keep it.
Oh, for the record, I did find it. So when I was browsing through earlier, where is it? Here we go. I don't know if we can zoom this in. MSCI, I was right. It is MSCI tonight, SpaceX, 3.5 billion notional value. 22 million shares expected to be bought on SpaceX. 22 million. So we'll see. Remember, because it's a NASDAQ stock, there is no early look. Now, there's big numbers already on the early look. CCO, BE. BE is a 14 million sell already. IonQ is an 11 million sell. SMR, 8.3 million to the buy side. AMC, 8 million to the buy side. I'm going to make a list so that when they come out for real at 350, I can have just the ones I'm looking. Because there's going to be big numbers, and usually what you want to do is curate. I want to curate a list where I know what SpaceX is. Because if it's not at the top of the list, I want to see it wherever it happens to be. So I'm just going to do that. SpaceX. I don't know if I need that SMR IonQ. I'll have that for sure. Definitely SpaceX. Maybe I'll throw one of these other ones. Like IonQ looks pretty interesting as well. So I might just throw that on the list. What up?
You ready for this?
Ready for
I
what?
see a lot of people in the chat ask me for me to do this because they know how I rock and roll. All right, guys. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. Undercarriage pretty good so far. I mean, and you can just hear the crisp. If I should,
I'm gonna just eat
some what is it? ASMR. Put the crust right by the mic there so you guys can. What's up? Oh, are you ready for this, Sia?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a review right now. One bite. Everybody knows the rules.
Mm-hmm. I'm just keeping it real. I'm in heaven right now.
We're
chilling. It's Friday.
That's gasoline for sure.
It's delicious.
We're going with a 8.4. 8.4 on the rating there. Hit the what's for lunch. Yeah, that's a good what's for lunch segment right there.
I'm just trying not to scarf the whole thing in front of you.
It's all right, man. I can talk for a little bit while you.
Yeah, but it's unbecoming
8.4.
if they catch me how fast I would normally eat it.
Well, hey, man, don't hide anything. What do you mean I didn't even?
Fabian knows too.
Bro, Deshaun, don't even tell me that I didn't. I took the whole bite from the crust, my boy. We're gonna send things off to Adara, but yeah, 8.4 on the ZAW. Bitcoin starting to head a little bit lower. Let's see what SpaceX is up to, guys.
Drop here on AAPL. Apple's Vision Pro and smart glasses chief is reportedly leaving for OpenAI. Again, AAPL pulling back from highs here. Their Vision Pro and smart glasses leader reportedly leaving for OpenAI. And this follows similar news that a variety of Google AI leads over the last week have left for other companies, including OpenAI, and mostly for Google Anthropic. So interesting look there for AAPL. I also have to mention here with SPCX in focus, seeing a report that Elon Musk got approval to buy a startup called Mesh. It was founded by a former engineer from SpaceX. It focuses on optical data center communication tech. Not much of a move here. Apple, really the story there with that Vision Pro chief leaving for OpenAI. We're going to send us over to Sia for Money Talks.
Thank you so much. The yen remaining under a little bit of a pressure, still near levels that are keeping the Japanese intervention risk in focus. We have the yen currently trading around the 161 region. Also, the euro is benefiting from the dollar as well, with the ECB relative headlines that are still part of this market backdrop as well. Even the Indian rupee is under pressure. There's certain weakness tied to crude oil as well, capital flow concerns, and also the broader risk-off tone that the rupee is seeing at the moment. Let's take a look at the dollar as well. Dollar still continues to be the anchor currency, I would say. Still looks, however, like it slipped a bit, but it's still holding that momentum. Currently down still 0.06%, sending it back to you.
Thank you, Sia. That was absolutely, I'm not some kind of a connoisseur or anything, but that was absolutely delicious. Adam James and Rocky TMN, always off on pizza days. You know what? Here's the deal. It is nothing intentional when it comes to that. So you guys all know, obviously, by this point, that Sean's daughter is like a kick-ass hockey player. She plays baseball as well. Shout out to Gia. But if you know that like tournament life, tournaments are on the weekends, right?
Yeah.
So you're always taking off on a Friday. So that's the reason. Like Sean's gonna be off on a lot of Fridays because he's got to do that dad job. You know what I'm saying? Like he support his daughter. So Gia's off a tournament in Vermont. That's why he's gone. And it just so happens like if we're doing like pizza and whatever, it ends up being on a Friday afternoon. Market's a little bit slower. There's not a lot of volume going through. Typically, that's just how we roll. What? So
he made me look, man.
Drew Farrell got you with the.
He got me hard.
That's one of my favorite Key and Peele sketches. You got a little. You got a little schmutz on your shirt. That's low key. I get my daughter with that all the time. The look of defeat on her face every time, like you got a little something on your shirt. Boom. And I'm still doing it too. I've been doing it for years, and she never gets me. Never. And I just I'm gonna do it to her when I get home tonight. Again, and then she just goes, the groan. And then she tries to get me back too soon. And I keep telling her,
What's a Garmin?
You can't try doing that trick on somebody like 10 minutes after they did it to you. It'll never work. You gotta wait a week. Wait a week. Show some patience.
Yeah.
So we talked about these imbalances. There's a few bigger ones. Joby right now, that's not a typo. 52 million early look buy. 52. So here's what happened when that number flashed the early look. Like the imbalances aren't real, and at 3:50 they're published. This is 25 minutes before, almost 25 or less than 25 minutes of when they're published, and the early look just caused that spike to the upside on Joby. So that's immediately added to the list. SpaceX number one, because that's a big addition to the MSCI, but Joby with a huge imbalance right now. Now, again, I want to preface this, just because there is a buy or a sell imbalance, just because there is a gigantic number with a B or an S, does not automatically mean a stock is going to go up from now till the close. So lots of things can happen. At 350, this 51 could end up being 25 because a bunch of it gets paired off. It could flip in the other direction at 355. Lots of things can happen between now and the close, but the reason for that spike was very much so that gigantic imbalance. And that's a huge imbalance. It's almost twice the volume that it's done on the day, which is insane.
Yeah, that is pretty big. And that's why I pulled it up, man.
Yeah, that's huge. I'm going to have that on a side burner. I'm going to probably, like if we just get, I'm just going to get on the offer right now, and if we get to the high on BlackBerry, if it sees the high, I'm just going to get out. So stop was under 11, stop's going to go to break even, and then just be done with this because we're rolling into the close now. It's about the close at this point. So I'm just going to throw my stop in there.
Okay.
So we're locked those. So can't lose on the trade, but 1 for 2 this afternoon, 3 brisk, BlackBerry, 1 won, 1 lost. But I think looking at those closes are going to be pretty interesting for sure. Those are pretty big. And remember, what happens on the imbalances, whether it's like a huge move up, down, left, right, center, it was Intel, and there was one day we were watching Intel and NVDA, monster sell imbalances out of nowhere, and they both flushed at the close, and they ended up meaning nothing the next day. Like they just came back the next day, gapped up. So a lot of times when you get this like window dressing, or whether it's an addition, deletion, up weight, down weight, it doesn't necessarily reflect anything going forward. It's just about what happens at the close. So you don't want to get too wrapped up on, oh my goodness, does that mean Joby? Like, does this mean Joby's a really good buy? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means, today there's a big imbalance on it. That's all.
Fair enough. All right, let's send things over to Juan and Adara, guys. We're going to talk some Asian market closes.
Just 30 minutes left here of the session, so it's time to take a look at what Asian markets did last night and what they'll do on Sunday evening ahead of that open. How are you doing, and what are we looking at for the Asian markets right now, Juan?
Doing well, thanks, Adara. The pizza was amazing. Thank you to all our viewers in the chat. Now, we take a look at the Asian markets. Basically, AI profit taking, that was the main story, not only in the European market, but also in the Asian markets. That AI-linked stocks, volatility in AI hardware, that basically plunged the Kospi down by 5.81%, as well as the Nikkei 225 down by 4.13%. And apart from that, SoftBank Group, they were down by 12.5%, and that's based on news on OpenAI delaying its IPO until 2027. And one of the major stories overnight in Tokyo, Japan, was their core CPI for June, 1.6 from May's 1.3%. So there's a lot of expectations for an earlier rate hike from the Bank of Japan, and that's putting a lot of pressure in the industrial sectors. So what do we look forward to on Sunday's open for Asian markets? Depending on how US markets end today, especially in tech and AI, if the tech buys, they don't buy or absorb the AI dip, expect some institutional selling that can trigger gap downs in both Seoul and Tokyo. So watch out for the Kospi as well as the Nikkei 225. And since India was on holiday today, they were on a public holiday for Muharram, they didn't really get affected by Friday's tech rout. So IT exporters like Infosys and TCS, they could face a little bit of pressure, especially on that open on Monday, for global chip sector decline. So keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, lots to keep an eye out here for. Thanks once again to Juan for being here with us at 3:30 p.m. to talk about the Asian markets. And you'll see him, again, every day the markets are open, 11:30 to talk these European close. And then, of course, Asian markets, 3:30 p.m. See you next week, and thanks for the segment.
The way he's questioning it, we're going to need more than 1 minute with one. I'm just saying. We gotta lengthen that segment. Doing a great job, of course. And I want to, we got to mention this because as quickly, remember we said just because there's an imbalance doesn't mean it's going up. That imbalance on Joby went all the way down to about 4 million. She's even still there. There it is, 4.6 million. 53 to 4.6 million. But here's the interesting thing. See the paired volume? 7 million. So it's not as if that imbalance didn't pair off, because then you would see this number be like 50-something million shares, maybe even 60 million shares. Instead, it just disappeared. Either that meant somebody might have, there could be a bunch of explanations. It could be someone fat-fingered an order into the close, realized it, and then they canceled it because it's still before imbalances come out. So it could have been a mistake, or who knows? Like it's just we put it in too early, we shocked the stock. You don't really know what it could be, but Joby did retrace most of the move. That's the thing. Yeah. Way too early. That's why you didn't see me punch into Joby. Like that'd be crazy talk to punch in at 332.
That's way too early, man.
That's way too early to hope that it just
way
holds.
Too early.
I mean, am I gonna get out of all this? Yeah, this is coming back. I'm just gonna get out. So BlackBerry on the pullback. I don't want it anymore. Like it's already breaking down, so we got a bit of a bounce and we just got out of that trade. So we'll take what we can out of this. Let's go up to Adara, some breaking news.
Sunrun rallying here again during this power hour. It is worth noting, of course, if you missed it a couple days ago, Tesla and Sunrun announced a deal related to power. Now we're actually hearing in a Fox Business interview with regards to speculation of a takeover by Tesla. The CEO of Sunrun said, quote, when you build a great company, you always become attractive for a takeover. So RUN on watch, pushing higher here. Keep an eye on Sunrun and potentially also TSLA with just 27 minutes left until that closing bell. Back to you.
Joe, what's up with AMC? I'll take a look for you because you're my guy.
AMC?
Yeah. We were looking at the Wendy's options chain bright and early this morning. We can do that right now. But let's go over to, first things first, let's head over to AMC Entertainment right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, okay, this is a buy program here today, Neil. Most definitely on this thing. It's looking pretty good. So, I mean, bigger picture, it's not fantastic. Is this thing, I keep forgetting if it's optionable or not. We're going to figure that right out right now because I like T. He's always very, very kind in the chat. Look at all this open interest here, guys. It's going to be expiring in 21 days. 21. We don't have anything until July 7th, so you're not going to get weeklies or anything, and you're definitely not going to get those 2-day expirations on this bad boy. If we go further out, how does our open interest look? But look at the at-the-money IV here. $2.50. We're at $2 right now. Lots of size at that level. Just looks like a buy program, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't think it's anything to get all excited about and think that it's going to head towards those all-time highs. That's not the narrative, I believe, in this name. It's just one of those sessions where money happens to be funneling into the kind of one of these meme names. What's the meme?
Is it even a meme? Oh, come on, AMC, is it really even a meme anymore?
What is it?
Yeah. Does it even get that level of cred?
Once a meme, always a meme, Neil?
I don't think so. What's even the short float on AMC anymore? Nothing.
Yeah, let's take a look at that, August.
6.5%.
That's nothing crazy.
That's
nothing crazy.
That's the thing. 6.5% short float. If you want AMC to go, you gotta have to start thinking about a fundamental case for why it's gonna move. So it can have momentum on it, but I don't know. I just don't see it as. It's not the same. There's actual, there are names every single week.
I don't even have
that are actually making moves in the small cap space. That give you real opportunities if you're looking for squeeze plays, if you're looking for that explosive upside. And yet everyone keeps chasing the old ones. Like GameStop hasn't done anything in a long time except try to buy eBay. There was a super chat up here, Nick. It's intriguing. Was it Nick? Yeah, it's Nick Dubs here. It's intriguing. Curious your thoughts on pins here, the price action. But I go back to something, and I hate to be a broken record, but ever since it's helped me personally, I don't do a lot of swing trading, but this has legitimately helped me in my swing trading, is to understand when it's this bad or any kind of a downward sloping 200, I change the way I look at any kind of a breakout long trade. So if you look at this as trending up and holding the 50 period, there's a trade in there where you're long when it's breaking the 50, you're long when it's breaking the 50, give it the prior stops, you could still be in, or you're long when it's breaking the 50, the prior trend line stop. But then the target becomes that 200 period moving average, or at least the next resistance level, which is about 25, 26, which means a lot of chop in here. So continuation and real explosion would be confirmation above those levels for me. Then you throw in the fact that fundamentally, I don't know what Pinterest is doing. And so it has to, for me, it's got to be technical, because I don't know what their end game is for pins. And I don't see that changing anytime. Dijon Mustard said AMC for a short play. I mean, it's hard to argue with that sentiment every time it pops.
I'm looking at the at the options.
It's hard to argue with that sentiment when it pops.
Like, think about it. 203 days away until expiration. I go as high as I possibly can here, Neil.
What do you
if you're like, I don't know, no one's gonna be buying it. You're better off buying it, to be honest with you, at this point. Buying the calls than writing them. The writing.
Really?
Yeah, it's not even worth it, dude. It's like you collect $16. It's not even worth it. There's a lot of size there. Yeah, it's literally not even worth it. You're better off buying them, to be honest with you, because these can appreciate a lot more. Well, I shouldn't say a lot more, but a lot more you can lose on the writing side than what you can lose here if you grab a handful of these AMC calls that are out of the money 203 days. Like, this is a lottery ticket, $20. Yeah, you're going to have fun with it. That's not something that you really look for any form of appreciation within. Let's head over to Wendy's and see what we have going on there. 309%. Guys, we were talking about this name bright and early this morning, and it was only around 200 and something percent from an options perspective So for me personally, I would just avoid like these smaller cap names, Neil. There's something that you have fun with where you just buy out of the money contracts, and if you happen to hit one out of every 20 or 30 trades, then it makes up half the ground. They're lotteries ticket style plays, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess. And
They're fun. They're fun to mess around with just in case something happens.
I understand, like everyone's always looking for that 100 bag or 50
Right,
bag.
like, and you can get those there.
They're
you ever
out
looked
there.
at Telus calls?
No, what's jokes about it is I see in the chat someone's like, hey man, people still trade AMC. People trade everything. And this is not to bag on, by the way, AMC actually has an 8 million imbalance.
Dude, do I say bad? I don't think I've ever used the term
Which is
bad
crazy.
boy. Have I ever
It's up
said bad
10%
boy?
today. It's moved a little bit. Like it's been moving. Like to its credit, there was a breakout here from $1 to $3 on AMC. Like I don't know if I want to crap on it, but that's the move. It's literally retracing as we speak. So I think if you had this one when it broke this little downtrend at the bottom, great. The 50-period bounce. Maybe there's something doing here with the 50 and 200, and technically it's looking better. I don't know. That 8 million imbalance is into 26, or sorry, that 8 million early look imbalance is into 26 million in volume. So that is pretty significant. Some of these imbalances are pretty significant. Like Bloom, 15 million sell into 16 million in volume, down 13% today. These are some pretty big numbers. So in about 10 minutes, we'll get these for real, and we'll see what happens. So we got a headline here. Secretary of State Rubio and Israel-Lebanon agreement establishes a clear and structured process to restore Lebanon's sovereignty, disarm Hezbollah, and dismantle infrastructure. Okay, so still progressing. I bet you USO's not doing a heck of a lot on that because it really has not been. Flattish. Every time we pull up this chart, just a reminder, regardless of the headlines, oil is just coming down. That's just been true. No matter what is said, whether people are skeptical that this gets done, inspections, no inspections, blah, 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 we've still been trending down. And until that changes, I think the price don't lie. Ball don't lie in this case. So the headlines have been somewhat nothing burgers. Let's go back up to the desk. Hey, time for a crypto update.
Oh, nice.
Well, Bitcoin currently is sinking. It's in the 59,800 region. I would say it's seen better days for sure. Down. Well, it's not down on the day. It's positive, just a little bit of 0.27%. Another thing about crypto that we're just going to mention from Europe is that the Spain's regulator will be granting no extensions or waivers to crypto firms that fail to secure licenses under the EU's landmark MiCA, which is MiCA regime. Its chair, Carlos San Basilio, has said so today when it was asked about the major platforms that included Binance, which do not have licenses. So just a quick mention about that. So BTC trading near the 59,840 region at the moment. ETH is currently, up on the day, almost very close to 1%, trading near 1,570 region, whereas we have Solana, that's up 9% on the day, almost, trading around the $73 region.
Bro, Fabian, what are you doing, man?
What's up?
This guy.
Oh boy. Well, Fabian likes AMC, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what Fabian's got going on.
I'm peeking at those slices again. I'm not
Go
gonna
grab
lie.
another one. Don't let them go to waste, man. And someone left the lids wide open, so they're just going cold now.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go grab one, my boy, and see what's going on. You should seriously. Someone should go give Raquel. Neil, you should go offer Raquel some pizza. Did she have? Oh, okay, that's good, man. Yeah, all right. Juan, yeah, go grab some pizza. Juan, you want some pizza? Yeah. Go have some. Michael doesn't want any. Michael, you want some pizza? Yeah, it's over there, brother. Go have a slice. Our guy Michael, the most beloved, maybe in this room here is Michael, and highly respected individual. Yeah.
Joe was talking.
When we're eating, man, stop doing that.
Joe was talking.
Yeah,
you know how this works.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a system to this.
Yeah, there is a system. Everybody eat the pizza up. Nice, Joe. What's up, say man? Will BM&R be added to the Russell 1000 today at market close? We'd have to look at the additions. I could figure that out for you here today. NASDAQ. Conditions. Oh no, that's the Russell. What am I talking about? Russell.
I didn't see it on the note.
You didn't see it today?
No.
I didn't see anything. Not like I looked though, to be honest with you. I don't even know if it deserves to be honest with you. Right? Like, new PIs for companies. I'm not seeing 2026 20 Russell Index. No, I don't think it is, to be honest. I could be totally wrong at this point as well, too. 1,000 growth factor. Yeah, I'll have to look for it a little bit later, but no, I highly doubt that it's going to be, except all those cookies. So, is it? Yeah, it is very good pizza. Pizza sounds. Jesse. All right, guys, let's find something to look at. We'll go over to our watch list. We'll see how the day has been, right? Like NVDA couldn't turn anything positive here today. Google was up, then it was down, closing relatively flat here, guys, down 0.5% on the intraday session, a little bit less than that, but holding above the volume-weighted average price. Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, holding on to positivity. And then we also have Broadcom here as well, guys. Something that was negative, down 2.2%. Meta there, up 1 1/3. Megs, someone called it the lag 7. Complete disrespect, but obviously here it is up today, 1.3%. AMD, Oracle, Palantir. Palantir is up 5% here today. A little breath, so it's better than absolute nothing. From the peak to this current trough, you're down 48%. Now you're down a little bit less than that. So not horrible, but if you're a shareholder and if you're someone who's buying all the way up here, it's not great on the bigger picture of things. Now, here's from some of the memory names. Seagate getting hit pretty heavy here today, down 20%, officially touching into bear market territory. Same thing with Western Digital, 25% there, guys. And then who else do we got? DRAM down 5%, only down about 10% off of its all-time high, so not too bad. SanDisk holding up as well, so you're only down 11% there, ladies and gentlemen. But Coinbase, here's your leverage product, and this is why we say don't own these things. Okay, you can swing them temporarily, but this will never financially recover. All right, if you know, you know.
That's cool. Oh,
Coin L.
Oh, Coin L.
Yeah. The leverage. What did you think?
I thought you were just talking about Coinbase.
No. Coin L. No, Coin L.
Oh, okay.
You'll never financially recover from that, guys. If you know, you know. From Tiger King. That guy, I can't believe that guy's still locked up, man.
True.
That's crazy. They did him mad dirty. 76% to the downside here on CRCL. With that being said, give me one more second here. I'll let you digest what you got going on there. It's a 10 out of 10.
Oh, I already digested.
Yeah, I know.
It's gone.
We'll ramble on.
I was done 5 minutes ago.
A couple of minutes ago. Well, let's we'll see how everybody else feels it today. But here's our portfolio tracker. Adara gaining some ground here, up 11% at this point. Nice work there.
Thank you, Oracle.
Thank you, Oracle, for that one there. Your boy Joe right here, 16%. The Jedi Master himself, 37%. And then Katina Man, who will be joining, or I guess I should say I will be joining Katina Man on
next week,
Monday, the show, as we like to call it. You get it, the show?
What?
They call our show, they call Katina Man and our segment the show. Yeah,
okay.
You ready? Right, Sean?
Yeah, Sean and Joe. Yeah, I like that. Sean.
Yeah, the show. So, welcome to the
Long live Adobe. That's all I have to say in terms of combining names
long
for a stock
live
show.
Adobe.
But
that
hold on.
is the best one.
You think it's the best?
Because obviously the stock reference, like it's a trading show. You can't beat that kind of a reference. You can't. You can't beat that reference.
But even if the stock is down 70% off of its high,
it doesn't have to be a good stock. It just works. Wow, that's how you want to be.
Hey man, hey.
It has to be about the Adobe stock. Like it's no good if it's.
Yeah, but
wow.
The show, why?
Did everyone just hear that, or was that only in our ear?
Oh, okay. I thought you said the show. I think the show is a little bit better, no?
Shoes on the other foot now.
Well, I thought you said SHO. I thought you said SHOW, to be honest with you. And then I'm like, you're actually
Shoe.
I'm like, you're clever.
Shoe. Oh, of course, BlackBerry's still going.
Shoe.
This is what happens when we get. Oh, bye, BlackBerry. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have trailed out of that one. But the imbalances are coming. I was thinking it didn't have an imbalance like everything else, so it was probably nothing burger. But hey, 9 points. This has been 2 minutes till the imbalances, by the way.
We pronounce it.
But this is not just, this is like BlackBerry's not some joke right now. This is a post-earnings breakout here on BlackBerry. Continuation from yesterday, fantastic. Like, so boom, it looked like it was a pullback, clean breakout, bull flag, all that good stuff. Always watch out for the third day. That'll be on Monday. Sometimes you get that like exhaustion if it gaps up again, but BlackBerry is certainly on one. Undeniable. We were just talking about, AMC, who trades AMC? That's the thing, like AMC's dead. In that time that AMC made that move 1 to 3 and has already pulled back, well, at that same time frame, like BlackBerry's made a move, but guess what? It's continuing the move. Why? Because the earnings actually gave it a reason to go up. So why not, like, forget about meme stock, this or that. There's always something better out there. And this is not it's not the pile on AMC. It's just, I just saw that one going to the high. Why not? Dan McIsaac, any hope with Hertz? I mean, you already know, and you already know what I'm going to say. You know I'm going to say I have zero reason to believe in them. So, when something's like this, if you have done a ton of due diligence, because you have to make your own decisions, and believe in a story or a turnaround or something fundamental, more power to you. That's where I leave it for something like that, because I think that's what it has to be. Like, you have to, like, you just need to have a really fundamental conviction in the turnaround. Has that kind of thing happened before? Have a look at what's the best example of that? Carvana would be a good example of that. Have a strong fundamental belief that there's something still there. All right, Open Door, 40 million to buy on Open Door. 40 million to buy on Open Door.
Look at SpaceX go.
SpaceX, 5 million to the buy side on SpaceX. I just looked up and saw that. Now 4 million already paired off. Excuse me. AMC is also there. Open Door's already pairing. AMC, 18 million to the buy side. All smaller cap names. Why? Because it's MSCI Russell stuff. We have ONDS is going to be 9 million to the buy side. What else we have people are interested in? AMC's earlier, Goss, Beyond Meat to sell. That's a penny stock. Who cares? None of the big names are going to be in here, but the overall market, 4.6 billion sell. NASDAQ, 3.4 billion sell. MAG 820 million to the buy side. So the MAG's actually higher. Under Armour is a buy, 5 million shares there. But the big name, Open Door, 20 million shares to the buy side on Open Door. That ain't chump change. And of course, SpaceX, which is going into the MSCI index, that is currently, I'll just show you here, it is 4 million to the buy side on SpaceX. That Bloom Energy came out smaller than expected, but it's still 7 million sell on Bloom Energy if you happen to be interested.
All right, good stuff. We took a beautiful scalp right there on SPCX. Should have took it all out. We would have just absolutely crushed this here.
You didn't hold it?
What a move. Yeah, I'm in super early here,
Yeah, it's like,
SPCX, I was in super early, but we'll take that all day, every day on that specific trade, man. That was actually big time there. We're happy about that. Ramin was yelling at me because I was pronouncing the show name wrong.
What?
No, I'm joking. Here it is, right? 154 all the way up here. 155.61. Yeah, she said it's shoe, but we're calling it the show. So, anyways, aside from that, hey, camera's now moving. A nice little move right here, guys. 154 all the way up here. Now we could have held it there. What was that? 73s? Yeah. Gosh dang it. But hey, man, we'll take it for what it is. That was a pretty good trade for us. We're going to wait until 55 on the rebalance. That could give you a good opportunity to get right back in on this bad boy. But with the addition, then, man, I think this has some more room to run. You just have to, be patient and wait for the rebalance here at 55. Let's see what it's looking like right now here, Neil. Same thing. What do we got going on? SpaceX is off there now. Wow, it's gone now, my brother.
3.6.
Wow, what a paper hand. Yeah.
It's 30 million paired already on SpaceX. So they've paired off. They've paired off the bulk of this. 30 million paired, 3.2 million to the buy side on SpaceX. Open Door is still 21. Joby came out as basically nothing, only 2.6. That 40 was just Fugaze. Those are the ones that I'm watching here, and then that Bloom Energy as well. But SpaceX, they're still buying it up. Remember, notionally, there's a big difference between 4 million on an $150 stock and Open Door being 20 million on a $4 stock. Much bigger notional value to the buy side here on SpaceX, which is one of the reasons why we're going to pay attention to that. Do keep in mind, 355 is often a pairing event. That's when they lock in the orders that are market on close. They lock in, and then people can't cancel them. So that's a point where a lot of orders don't go in until right before 355, which can obviously pair off or flip the imbalance, just to give you guys an idea. So if you see it start to pull back in, a lot of times that's in anticipation of 355 when a bunch of order flow to offset the buy imbalances often comes in. I'm not going to say it automatically flips or pulls back, but just a lot of time.
Oh, it's gone, Neil. Wow.
It's not even
I can't even chase it, yeah.
It's not dipping.
It did. It came down to 54, 154.50s, and then now it just shot right back up like $1 real quick. See if we can find another opportunity to get involved with this one, man. That was a really nice chance there. See, it's coming in right now, Neil. Tape looks pretty strong, but it might continue. Man, oh man, there's a lot of shares that need to be bought, and you can see the volume start to really uptick in this bad boy. So one more curl over. We're going to take an additional stab on this, Neil, but we'll allow some more selling pressure to step back in. There it is. What a strong downtick on that bad boy so far. Man, a nice little scalp on SpaceX. To be honest with you guys, that's going to be my best performing here today. Trade a lot more names that I would like, but don't forget, we started bright and early during the pre-market when Adam James brought us one of that small cap names. It just didn't do what we wanted it to do. Why QCOM down $4 in 5 minutes?
VNU 42. Yeah. Qualcomm has a sell imbalance as well. 3 million sell imbalance on Qualcomm. There it is. Let's go to Adara, but sell imbalance on Qualcomm.
Sounds good.
President Trump is talking again. He's talking about a religious-related matter, which is why I didn't bring it up earlier, but it is going to be on watch here with the market. He was just asked, what will you do with regards to Iran? You said they violated the ceasefire. He said, quote, you'll find out. So President Trump threatening potentially some kind of reaction here with regards to Iran's threat of the ceasefire, at least based on what President Trump said there. Google also in focus. I'm not sure why this is dropping, probably imbalance related, but I've been seeing this flagged in social media, so just be aware here. GeoOGL on watch. If I see news, I'll let you know. Back to you.
Thank you, Adair. And for those that have asked, someone asked what's going on with Robinhood. Robinhood's a 1.9 million buy imbalance for Alphabet. It's just going to be easiest for me to put it up here, and then I can isolate. What's happening is a lot of smaller cap names are getting the bigger imbalances because of the nature of today. Google's a small buy imbalance. Alphabet, 200,000 to the buy side. So why is Google dropping? I made the assumption that if it's falling, it would be because of a sell imbalance. But if it was, then it's paired off. So it's paired now going to be a buy imbalance over on Alphabet. So yeah, if you're interested in SpaceX, it's now only 1 million to the buy side. That is pairing off rapidly over there on SpaceX. So it's not really staying. So that's the thing that happens. Like it pairs off. We talked about 355, which is a major pairing event. Looks like that was a pretty good shorting opportunity if you could. It's really small now. Now 900,000. It just went down to over there on SpaceX. Still a few other ones that we haven't looked at. Bloom Energy is still 7 million to sell. Bloom Energy is down 18%, and it's still 7 million sell imbalance with 3 minutes to go. Yikes, 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 yikes. That is nasty. And Dan McIsaac, you're right. That's a very good point. When I was making the notional point between the imbalances between Open Door and SpaceX, relative to the day's volume, that's still a boatload of shares for Open Door. Open Door's only done 33 million shares. So relative to how much volume it's done on the day, there's still 10 million left. That's pretty big. It's paired off 91 million. There's 100 million in open interest on the close today of Open Door. It's done 34 million right now. It is going, like that's crazy. That's 3x the daily volume that's going to be the closing print. That's monstrous. So it's still pretty significant here in Open Door. Someone just asked me about Micron. So the easiest thing for me to do, I have a list. And if you're at Real Trading, one of the easiest things that you can do is I just make a list called close, and then I put all the symbols I'm tracking in there. I save it, and then boom, and it just sort of populates on one of my other level 2. So I can find Micron, small sell of 200,000. That's the easiest way I find to be able to keep track when there's like a million things going on. So we got 2 minutes to go. AMC is a 15 million buy. Open Door is still pretty significant. Open Door actually just flashed to the downside there. Open Door just paired off down to 4 million shares from 16. So Open Door is actually coming down a little bit, and that's being reflected in the price. So yeah, way back down here. SpaceX is under 1 million shares to the buy side. A lot of these are just pairing off.
Let's see, let's see what we got going on, man. We're ready to rock and roll. See if we can get a bounce. I don't like it below the volume weighted average price. Full disclosure, everyone. So I'm really prepared to get out. We got another minute and 24 to see what happens here. But 55 didn't do what I wanted it to, so that's okay. I mean, we got a nice scalp on it. We just can't allow it to come against us too aggressively. And it is honestly a counter trend, I believe, at this point. So an extended and a strong bounce, I don't necessarily see that happening at this point here with SpaceX. There was a good opportunity maybe off of 156. We probably took that one there, but it was before, right? I'm pretty sure it was before the actual imbalance itself coming out, or was it at 54? So yeah, that flipped, turns things around, Neil, and now we're having some struggle breaking a little bit higher. Looks like it wants to break down aggressively.
Even smaller.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it wants to break down aggressively, which is fine. Again, we'll focus on the tape and see what happens. We only have 50 seconds left. Not going to expect too much out of this at this point. I could mock it. Like, I don't think I'm going to get hit too heavy right now, Neil. I don't have that much time. If you don't mind giving me a second.
It's NASDAQ. Remember, if your mock's not in, you can't mock it. You can throw it into the book and it's limit and still potentially get the print, but you would have to print up because then you need to be able to get the limit price.
That's fine.
A couple of names that are also moving at the end here. Open Door did pair off significantly. Open Door is now a sell imbalance, believe it or not. So flip from a huge buy to completely pairing off. It is now a sell. So one of the biggest ones out there paired the whole thing off. This closing bell to end the week brought to you by Origenics. That's OGEN on the NYSE American. Shout out to them and want to thank them for sponsoring this closing bell as we wrap up the week right there with the bell. Want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of our viewers with the super chats and everything so we can enjoy pizza and beer on a Friday. Why not? You guys are the absolute best. See us over here with more pizza. Like what? I have to eat more?
I feel like you can eat
What do you mean you feel like I could eat the most?
In the most respectful way, man.
Why do you have to assume that I'm the one that's going to eat the most?
Because I just feel, I told you where I stand. You have a high metabolism. You can eat a lot.
Did Michael want a piece?
Yeah, we got Michael has some, man. Let me make sure Michael.
Everyone's already eaten? I'm not trying to eat the last piece unless everyone's eaten. That's just rude. Nobody
Did you
wants
offer Raquel want it?
Literally nobody wants it. If literally nobody wants it, of course I'll eat it. But just only if nobody's gonna eat it. I've already had a couple slices, man. I'm not trying to be like Craven or anything, but I mean, it's delicious pizza, so I'm not gonna let it go. It's not getting thrown out. It's definitely not. You don't have to worry about that. Like I don't waste food, especially when it's a gift from the viewers. So, I'll give my thanks to you guys. You're the absolute best. We have the best community out there. We have a lot of fun doing the show.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute blast. For you guys.
Blast from the past.
And I know you're going to enjoy next week. Sean will be back on here with Joe, the entire team.
Dude, just eat
you could just leave the ball.
Oh, they gave it to him.
What?
To who, Michael?
It's Neil's name written on it. Yeah.
Oh, it's got my name written on it?
All right, so just eat it. I feel like, see it once.
What, I can't eat it when we finish the show? I have to eat it right now live?
Yeah, man.
That's how... I don't have to eat it live. Everyone's always trying to make me eat live on the show because I'm always eating. No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So what we're going to do... obviously, thank you guys, everybody. Want to remind you what you saw today at the close next week at the end of the month. So not Friday, but at the end of the month, the last calendar day, there's also going to be some rebalancing and some window dressing that happens at the end of the month. So maybe not as crazy as what you saw in Open Door, but there will be a little bit more on that as well. So I want to give a big thank you to Joe, obviously.
Yeah, have fun on your trip, man, and fly
all
safe.
day work this guy's doing. And of course, Adara, like she always does, not just bringing you all the news and the crazy awesome infographics that we have, remembering every single fact that we need to keep in our brains but can't because we're regular human beings and not robotic magicians like Adara. Shout out to Sharif.
Oh.
Juan, Sia, the entire team.
I wonder what my boy's doing.
Tiffany,
right now.
Fabian, Andre, Brendo,
probably
everybody. Randy ain't here. Michael, what
definitely
up?
watching soccer.
Rob. We had one head of IT, even got some pizza. But from the Trader TV Live family to everybody, have a fantastic weekend. You know what you got to do. You got to rest up, enjoy it. Monday morning, I won't see you at 8 o'clock, but everybody else will. We're Trader TV Live. Have a good weekend.
Love y'all, man. Have a good one. But Michael, even Michael waved goodbye.
Yes.
Yay.
Deuces.